Okay, we are live. My audio is on, and I've got some coffee, and we've got some content this morning. Let's talk about Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden has been given citizenship of Russia. So this is a long time coming, and he deserves to have a home. You know, he's got a child now, he's married, and he doesn't need to be persecuted for exposing American imperialism and war crimes. You know, um, so I want to just congratulate Edward Snowden on his
Fisherman
new Russian
843.
citizenship
Morning, how's the storms, bud?
and say that
Jody Melnick. Morning.
Edward Snowden is literally leading the citizenship pathway for all of these ethnic Russians that were in Ukraine that now just became Russians today as well. So I just want to applaud all of them and say, welcome to Russia. You guys are going to be in much better hands. You're no longer going to have bombs dropping on your homes and your apartments from Ukraine and from America. And that's great. Vladimir Putin's going to protect you, and he's going to keep you alive, and he's going to take care of your kids. And I know it sounds psychotic because he's a crazy monster, but look what he's pulling these people out of, you know, having their homes shelled with American munitions. So congratulations to all of them. Congratulations to the Russians. And if you guys don't like the referendum and the way it was handled, you know what you can do? Go get me a photograph of a single Russian being held at gunpoint to go vote. I just want to see one photo of it, you know, because that's all of them were supposedly held at gunpoint to vote in these referendums. Show me one image, just one. Anybody can find me that, let me know. Until then, you know, it pretty much seems like a legitimate election. It seems as legitimate as any other election we've ever had in this country. And, you know, and if you don't like the results of it, I support you in going back and learning the history behind that region once again. And I just want to say it's awesome. It's a good thing, and you should all be celebrating these people's freedom from the monster Nazis in Ukraine that have been murdering them.
Nay.
And with American artillery. Hey, Token Dave, Jody, Nick, Keith, Francesco, what's up, everybody? Good morning. We've got a break right now in the rain, which is fantastic. It did rain all night, but it wasn't heavy, and there's no flooding at all. So it's not a lot of rain yet. But that hurricane isn't here yet, you know. So let's just wait a few more hours, and we'll see where we're at.
GM Nay,
you know. Good morning, Lisa. Hey, Sadie.
Good morning, Nay.
How's it going, guys? You guys can see crypto's way down today, 18.9. We've got some more information about Celsius, which is really interesting. And they are not nice people. You know, they do not have their customers' best interests at heart. And I've learned a whole lot more about that company. So it's kind of scary. I don't really like talking about it too much because I really got suckered by them. But, you know, lesson learned and future, you know, for the future, be more careful about who you decide to do business with. I should have, you know, the hair should have raised up on the back of my head when I saw that guy jet setting all over the world with my money. It should have given me some kind of pause, but it didn't. I was like, oh, business is great. Hey, Dallas, I'm in Orlando, buddy. Where are you at? I'm in Orlando, just north of Orlando, right where hey, just follow the line of that hurricane. It's going to go right over my house. Literally, it's going to go over Iceman's house. That line of that hurricane is literally going to go right over Iceman's, and then it's going to go over my house. Right where it says Orlando, that's where it's going to hit ice, and then right after Orlando, that's where it's going to hit me. Right where that green dot is. It's really close. So, actually, I don't think we're that close to the coast. We're a little bit more to the left of the green dot, like more where it's the N in Orlando.
I'm looking at NOAA website, and it looks you're in the high probability of flooding for tomorrow and Friday. Yeah. Stay safe, everyone.
Everyone that's concerned about me here on this property with flooding, my mother assures me that this property can handle any amount of rain that the heavens throw at it.
Tallahassee man.
So she seems very, she's been through a lot of hurricanes in this home, and she says it's just set up to dissipate the water. So, I mean, I've watched the water just, it vanishes after a heavy rain, but we'll see if constant rain, we'll see what it does. We'll see how clogged up the channel gets to get the water out of here. All of my. Oh, you're in Tallahassee. Oh man, you stay
Francesco
safe too,
Mora.
brother. All your family's in Bradenton, Sarasota.
Jody Melnick.
Okay. Trench Tech.
Trench
Dr.
Technologies,
Blank.
Dr. Ben Shader, CEO.
Trench Technologies.
Josh G. Morning.
That's good to hear.
Sativa user. Okay, that's good to hear, Nay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's bottom of the hour. That's good to hear too. So, not wasting any time on that. No law regarding cannabis. Everybody cheers. Warm up hit. Don't want to go too heavy on it. I don't want to start coughing right off the bat. I still trying to get over the stomach flu a little bit. My stomach didn't feel that great this morning.
Cheers.
My mom was like, "You're not sick." I'm like, "Listen to you. You're telling me that I don't feel sick? What kind of evil shit is that? I'm sick.
Genius.
I'm telling you, my stomach is killing me."
Hurricane Michael came through Tallahassee 3 years ago as a Cat 3 and we lost power for 13 days. Pure misery. It's looking like it's gonna be a very similar situation with
Well, let's hope not. Man, let's hope not. Let's hope that it's all bluster and bullshit. You know, I was watching John Berman over there in fucking in Tampa, you know, standing in the rain reporting, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. Are you guys impressed, or does anybody in the audience require reporting of weather anywhere in the world? Do you require that the person put themselves in harm's way so you can see them standing in the weather? Or is it okay to just put a camera out the window while they talk? You know? Do you guys need to see a human being actually being put at risk to get the reports? Now, I'm assuming that none of you are going to go, yeah, I require that. Right? No. Jody's like this. Right. Thank you, Jody, for participating in my conversation. Brown. Yes.
Jim Cantor is the worst.
I don't know who Jim Cantor is.
Surrounded by Keith.
They can use cams.
No,
Keith.
They can use cams instead.
Yeah, you guys are listening to me and participating. I appreciate this. Right. So I don't require to have these people, and yet the news, these reporters decide, I'm going to go stand out in the rain and make it look all dramatic and shit.
Day.
Just turn that shit off. If you see someone standing in the rain, standing in a thunderstorm, standing in a windstorm, a hurricane, whatever,
the Weather Channel
just
guy.
find another station.
Morning.
Just flip this, turn it off. You know, don't watch those idiots. They're
Sativa user.
They think that that's what we want.
So dangerous. They could just record.
That's how out of touch. That's how out of touch news agencies are with their audiences. They literally think that we want to see people standing out in the weather.
Dallas Lanius. Ain't nobody got time for fabricated media frenzies.
Fabricated or not, that's not the point, dude. I could go stand outside right now and it could look pretty fucking dangerous. Anywhere. There's all kinds of dangerous places where I could stand. You know, it's not that. It's not the fabrication of it.
Got caught standing in a ditch to show
we don't need them putting these people in harm's way to somehow impress us, to somehow make us watch. And if that's why you watch a news article, because you see someone looks like they're in harm's way, and that's what interests you about it, you're a sick individual, man. There's something wrong up here with you. It's like you want to see that person getting hurt, undergoing stress. What's wrong with you? Oh, that's right. None of us exist. Nobody wants that. You know? I mean, I used to cheer on when I'd see reporters that I hate that did that shit. And even now it doesn't excite me at all. Oh yeah, maybe they're going to get hit by a piece of fucking 2x4, you know? That's not even my thing anymore. I'm like, you are literally just
fear porn.
Yeah.
Same as those who can't stop watching crime.
Fear porn. I couldn't have said it better, Josh G. Exactly. You're just fear porning your audience. Thank you. You gave me my words. Thank you. I couldn't have come up with that any better than you did. Yeah, they're fear porning their audiences, and their audiences don't want it. You know, we don't want that shit. I struggle to find one person who is drawn to a news article because someone has got their shoulders wet, because their hair is wet. You know, and there's a little bit of rain in the background. John Berman, you're an idiot. Okay? Let me tell you something else, John Berman. You expect way too little from your fucking audiences to think that that's what people want to see. You're misunderstanding your audience. And I think that's why, there's an article today. I retweeted it. Yeah, CNN is firing off all their podcasters. I know what you're thinking. What do you mean? Nay, aren't you a podcaster? What do you mean CNN podcasters? I know, right? They literally have a podcast department to combat all of the other news people that are on YouTube. People like Jimmy Dore, or people like, name a news agency on YouTube. That actually give you legit news, which is not that easy to find.
That during a tornado,
I can't find, people like me. There, I'm giving you legit news.
Brian Munoz. Good morning, Nay.
Yeah, we're doing fine.
Hopefully you're doing good.
We're doing great. I'm glad they don't do that during a tornado. They do. They do it during a tornado, man. They'll fucking do it everywhere. I've seen them doing it everywhere. Doesn't matter what the weather is. These reporters, they think that's what you want, Or maybe they just want these shots for their resume. Ooh, look at me risking my life to bring you a report.
Sounded be Keith.
Maybe that's why these reporters do it. Maybe it's not for us at all. Maybe it's for their own personal careers. That would make more sense to me.
Froggy. Hey, Nay.
Because I don't want to see anybody put in harm's way to bring me a news story. I don't care if it's a Ukraine war story or a freaking weather report or an accident or a fire somewhere. Don't get yourself hurt too. We don't need another death to add to the numbers. I guess it's not that important. You know why?
Good morning, bro.
Reporters are going to report how they want to see it, and if they want to go put themselves in harm's way,
chaser people.
Why should I let it bother me so much?
How much more science do we need to see a tornado and know to get away from it?
You make an excellent point.
Brop all day.
You're right. Why should I let that get to me, right? You make an excellent point. I know what you're thinking. You're like, who made that point? Was it in the chat? No, it was just me talking to myself. You make an excellent point, me. Storm chaser people are just odd. How many more science do we need to get tornado and get away from it? I don't know, dude. These people, there's a whole other world of existence on this planet, and I don't try to understand it. Like this other thing with the reporter standing in the rain. It doesn't concern me. I shouldn't spend too much time thinking about it. And it's not really the healthiest thing for me to do anyway, is to spend time on something that has no effect on me, has no effect on you. And if those reporters want to put themselves in danger, well, don't let it bother you, right? I agree with me. All right, let's smoke something good this morning. Did a couple push-ups. I did my little seat things. I did my stomach things, man. Work on my freaking, my two-pack. I got a two-pack Shakur. I don't have a six-pack yet. I got a two-pack.
Morning, Nay.
I feel like that 1 meter generally loves the storms. Yeah, like they want to be out in the weather. I get it. I get that. I understand it. They love the excitement of it. Whatever. Why should I let it bother me? That's something I really don't want to rant about today. There's so much more. There's so much more to talk about. Oh, especially with what's going on with Russia. I love this whole Russian thing, man. Oh my God, I love it. Because the reason why I love it so much is because it's really disrupting the United States media right now. They're going crazy trying to paint Putin as evil, as this is an illegal referendum, and none of the people wanted to vote for it, and they're all being held at gunpoint, and it doesn't, and none of this matters, and we could just keep attacking them because none of this matters. It's not a real referendum, and those people don't really want to be Russians. Even though they all speak Russian, and even though they were all being attacked by Ukraine for speaking Russian, let's talk about that for a second.
Chris Pina Carlquist. Taking a hit and listen to Ben Shader, it's therapy hash.
Hey, Chris, will you call me Nay, please? Instead of by my real name? I'd appreciate that, Chris. Thank you, buddy. It's Nay, in case you're wondering. He came in from Facebook, of course. So I think this is actually very important to cover. And I believe that when you have 15,000 people murdered in Ukraine that were Russian speaking, they were being bombarded by the Ukrainians, by Nazis in Ukraine with American artillery, right? We murdered 14 or 15,000 of them. And then you have Vladimir Putin say, okay, they're Russians. I'm going to take that land. I'm going to put up some protections on it. And you're going to stop killing my people. Those people are given the opportunity. Who would you rather side with? Ethnic Russians of Ukraine? The people, the Nazis from Ukraine that are bombing you with American artillery out of your homes, or Vladimir Putin, who just came into your country to give you a home? Who do you think they're going to vote for? Nazis! No, of course not. And somehow, some of you let this American media convince you of this whole bullshit narrative. That they don't want to join Russia. Hey, guess what? They joined Russia. They already joined it. It's over. The vote's over. It's Russia now. All of that territory belongs to Russia now. So people were asking, oh, they're cutting and running. Why is Vladimir Putin running all these troops out of 2,300 square miles of Ukrainian land? Oh, he's giving up. He's cutting and running. Look at all the people running. Oh, maybe it was because he had planned this referendum 2 weeks ago. And he said, we're going to need some extra soldiers to cover that area. And then we're going to have to reinforce those borders because now we're switching from offense to defense. Now we're going to be defending our homeland. And now when you attack what used to be Ukraine, you're going to be attacking Russian soil. And when you do, that's going to give him a right to fucking drop a nuke on Ukraine. And you know what? When he does it, I'm going to laugh and laugh and laugh. I'm going to laugh at all those people getting killed because they've been cheering this bullshit on. I'm going to laugh at their ashes. And if that bothers you, well, then I implore you to go learn the history behind the region. It won't bother you so much anymore. You know, you'll actually feel like those people are being vindicated. And all those deaths, you know, are being answered, finally. But like I said, you take the time,
not drop a nuke or even a small.
You take the time to go look up the history behind the Donbass region yourself. You know, go research it. Go look up on American history pages. They'll tell you what happened. It's just that the MSM doesn't put it up there as a headline. You know, it's there. The information is there. You know, there's videos of people being burned alive, beaten to death. Do you think they're going to go back to that government or the one that just saved them from that bullshit? Think about it. They didn't need to hold those people at gunpoint to get them to vote to become Russians. They basically already consider themselves Russians. Now they get all the protections that Putin's going to offer. And I wouldn't be surprised a whole bunch of them sign up for the military. So they're saying, now, 10,000 people are leaving Russia every day to avoid the draft. 10,000, that's the number. A day. Every day. Let's see what kind of effect that has on what Vladimir Putin's plans are. You know, you can run, you can leave all you want, but his military is still there. And they've already taken the region. It's Russia now. The maps are all wrong. All the maps, all the world maps and globes and all that shit.
Escalating this even
just
more.
throw it away because here comes Russia, baby.
Pooty Poot not as bad at chess as MS wants us to think. Josh G. Eye for eye.
Pooty Poot.
Should a sword
Pooty Poot not as bad at chess as mainstream media wants us to think. Bro, I'm going to show you something, okay, from CNN, and it's just a blurb, and you're going to be like, whoa, the chickens came home to roost, eh? Yeah, I know. CNN's chickens came home to roost. I got this shit for you, though. Wait, watch this. I got the shit because I pulled up the video this morning and it's in my history. So here it is.
Right now, many Russians are scrambling.
You're going to love this.
Country amid fears that the nation's borders may soon be closed off. New satellite images show a line of traffic that spans nearly 10 miles as people wait to cross into the neighboring country of Georgia. This
surrounded
media report,
Kyiv.
the Kremlin.
So far, Russia has been meeting their original missions.
Could ban military-age men from leaving.
I would say that Russia has far exceeded their own expectations. Dude, I never knew that Russia was planning on taking over the land, you know? And all of a sudden, hey man, we're just going to take the land now. I mean, I knew they were attacking and killing people and shit, but I didn't know they were actually going to seize the land.
Country.
Wow, what a bold move by Putin.
The rush to call up new troops is splitting families apart. Seen a obtained video of a groom forced to say goodbye to his new wife just before joining the military there, right after their wedding. Joining me now.
It's okay, dude. You're joining the Russian military. You're winning, and you'll be fine. You'll come home and kiss your kids. Trust me.
Bill Brown,
you're going to be fine.
CEO of Hermitage Capital Management.
Okay,
formerly
listen
Russia's
to what you're
Bill,
about to hear from this guy.
Immediatus.
And once again,
hey,
I made this.
Hope everything is well over there. Billy Ballantyne.
Capital.
Morning.
Bill Browners.
Yeah, annexation has been the plan since 2011.
Oh, okay. Of all that, I didn't know. Okay, right on. Here, listen to this.
The CEO of Hermitage Capital Management, formerly.
He's the CEO of Hermitage Capital Management, okay? You guys can look up how big Hermitage Capital Management is or what the hell they have to do with what's going on in Ukraine, and I'm sure they're all over it for them to have this guy on like this. Listen to what this guy says.
Russia's largest foreign investor. Bill, good to have you on.
It's coming up in a minute. Let's smoke first.
Great to be here.
No law regarding cannabis. Cheers.
Bill, you've been a long time resident in Russia, observer of it, contact and disputes with senior officials in Russia. We are
Surrounded
seeing
by
people
Keith.
fleeing the country.
Cheers.
By the carload, right? Miles long lines. We're seeing some protests in the country, and we're even seeing some
Phil.
officials
Cheers.
begin to have public criticism of the mobilization and even the Russian leadership. Is the opposition to Putin today
Josh G.
stronger, more credible?
Can you turn it up just a tad?
Than that we've seen in the past?
It for sure is. I mean, the idea, and Putin has effectively crossed the Rubicon. The idea of sending men between the ages of 18 and 60 to be cannon fodder and dying on in the war in Ukraine is something that affects every single male in the country, and that really does bring it home that this is no longer a theoretical issue, that Vladimir Putin's decisions and his bad decisions are affecting everyone's life profoundly.
Okay, so more credible, but more of a threat, a genuine threat to Putin's leadership, or can he put this down?
Well, Putin is a very effective dictator. He has put down many other uprisings.
Did you guys who caught that? Did anybody catch that? Let me know the first one who caught that. Okay, who's the first one in my chat to catch that? What that man just said. I want to make sure you guys are paying attention. What'd you catch? What did he say? The eye of Ian is bigger than Lake Okeechobee? Is it really? Oh my God. Then me and Ice are going to be in the eye, bro. You guys didn't catch that. He just referred to Vladimir Putin as a dictator, and he did it very nonchalantly, as if you wouldn't notice. Listen to the way he says it. Am I talking about him saying he was a very effective dictator? No. I'm not talking. Listen to this man.
More credible, but more of a threat, a genuine threat to Putin's leadership, or can he put this down?
Well, Putin is a very effective dictator. He is a very effective dictator. Well, Putin is a very effective dictator.
He's calling Vladimir Putin a dictator. He's literally using the term dictator to refer to Vladimir Putin. Are you guys realize that? Do you guys feel like Vladimir Putin is a dictator? Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Brian. I'm talking about him. Yeah, I'm talking about him saying he's an effective dictator. He is a dictator, Chris Meadows says. Really? Doesn't a dictator assume power without a vote? Isn't there no voting for a dictator? Don't they take over a power with a military? They take over a government and they impose their will on the people, and the people don't have a say in a dictatorship, right? How come they just had a vote in Russia? If Vladimir Putin is a dictator, wouldn't he just take what he wants? Why would he have a referendum if he's a dictator? That's not how a dictator works, is it? So, Chris, how is that dictator? Eddie says not a dictator. Chris, how is he a dictator if he's having votes and elections? He's trying to assume power over Ukraine without vote, trying to take it. No, Billy, Russia's not a communist country. It's not a communist country. Look it up. It's all whitewash from the U.S. government. You guys, was Vladimir Putin elected? Electoral history of Vladimir Putin. Yeah, he was elected. It even says the candidates he ran against and the way the fucking races went and everything. Over 63% of the vote, one of the elections he had. When does a dictator have an election? So let's go back. What happened to Chris Meadows? Chris, so you still think Vladimir Putin's a dictator? Let's look up the definition of the word dictator. A ruler with total power over a country, typically one who has obtained control by force. He just comes off to me as one. Well, no, Chris, you've got straight cold-blooded murderer confused with dictator. Those are two totally different things. Yeah, Vladimir Putin is a freaking murderer, dude. He's a monster and he's a murderer, but you can't call him a dictator because Russians love him to the tune of 80%. He was elected into that position and they still support him 80%, which is probably about 40 to 30% more than any American has gotten in recent history, since any of us have been involved in politics, at least. Imagine the likability of a leader who's getting 80%. Okay, and now he's a war president, which makes him even more desirable for people because people love a war president. You know, he's not a dictator. So let me tell you something. This man right here was sent here to lie, spin narrative, and get you, people like Chris Meadows, to fall into this narrative that, oh, evil dictator Vladimir Putin is not a dictator. The people over there love him. And we just talked about this on yesterday's show, how much Russians actually adore Vladimir Putin. It's crazy, but they do. And if you watch the way the police force works over there, you'll see there's a whole line of self-control that they all seem to have in that leadership. You watch those police grab protesters and they don't beat them and they don't pull out nightsticks and they don't spray them with pepper spray. They don't bring out dogs. They don't do any of that stuff. You know, they get 8 cops, they grab one protester, they grab a limb, and they just pick them up and they peacefully carry them off. Nobody's punching anybody. It's not like an American arrest, you know, with a knee on the neck or somebody getting shot in the back. You should really go watch what's going on in Russia. It's why I implore you guys to just check out a little bit of CNN every once in a while so you'll see the video coming out of there. You'll see all of it. You'll see the referendum. You won't see anybody with guns being right from CNN that's claiming people are having guns held to their head over this referendum. That's literally what John Avalon said on his show. He literally said that. And if they're going to lie to you, that Russians are being held at gunpoint to do a vote, and then they show you video of the vote taking place, and they can't produce a single soldier with a gun holding it to anybody's head during their video. There's a problem with that, and you need to see that so you can see these people lying to your faces. Don't just listen to the words and just let the drone convince you of their narrative. Look at their narrative and rip it apart and destroy it. Have don't be so lazy to just sit there and let them run you over. You run them over, because I'm sick of bullshit like this.
Bring it home that this is no longer a theoretical issue, that Vladimir Putin's decisions and his bad decisions are affecting everyone's life profoundly.
Okay, so more credible, but more of a threat, a genuine threat to Putin's leadership, or can he put this down?
Well, Putin is a very effective dictator.
So, this is what they're telling you. This is what they want you to believe. And I'm going to open your eyes up to what's really going on. Okay? And Vladimir Putin isn't an angel. He's a horrible person. He's murdered people. He's poisoned people. He's done horrible things. But America pushed him to the brink, man. And we kept feeding the flames of the fire over there. We kept giving them everything they needed to keep bombing those people. What do you think that money Donald Trump was sending to Zelensky was for? It was for more weapons, because they'd spent all their armaments over the last 10 years murdering people with what they had. So I can't blame Zelensky for what happened to Donbass. He supposedly got elected and he was going to put an end to that. I think Vladimir Putin's solution is actually the smartest. Hey man, if the Ukrainians hate the ethnic Russians so bad, let Vladimir have the goddamn land. Give Vladimir Putin the land. Let him have those people. If you hate him so much, and then you could stop bombing it, because then you'll be bombing Russia. And you start bombing Russia, and it's not a time of war, bro. You're going to get nuked. And everybody knows it. This is just common sense. And you know what? We haven't even gotten to the good part of this video. Wait till you hear what this guy says, because it kind of goes against the whole CNN narrative.
Has put down many other uprisings and discontent in the past. There were times when hundreds of thousands of people were marching through the streets of Moscow, and he figured out.
See, here's the problem, Nay. Most of these people hear about what Putin's done in the past, but are still ignorant to what America's done all across this country to a whole diverse group of people and cultures. Yes, correct. All across the world, Brian. American imperialism. To their own people and all across the world. Billy, I'm sure Zelensky can go back to porn.
Way of effectively terrorizing his own citizens by taking a small number of them, putting them in jail for 10 years and sending a message to everybody else that this will happen to you.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That is, if Putin did that, that's really harsh, man. He took protesters and locked them up for 10 years in prison to get his country to stop protesting. That's pretty dictatorish. I will say that. That's fucking horrible.
In this particular case, there is more visceral anger because people are all afraid.
I'm just wondering if Putin would stop with Ukraine. Chris Meadows, that's the narrative, Chris. That's what they want. Well, you sound like you are goddamn CNN on steroids, Chris. Well, but will Putin stop? When will he stop? We need to stop him in his tracks now. That's why we need to stop the Nord Stream 2 pipeline before they can get energy and get more money and get ultra powerful, and then they're going to take over the whole world. Oh, please. Chris, I love this. I love your narrative.
Having said that, Putin is a good dictator. He's very good at repressing. Putin is a good dictator. Putin is a good dictator.
Do you think this guy had bullet points? Do you think he had some talking point memos that he had to follow? Whoever, he might be the one that's writing the narrative. But look how he keeps throwing the word dictator. How much you want to bet you're going to start hearing the word dictator all over mainstream media all of a sudden because of this guy? It's going to be their new flash word. Now he's a dictator holding people at gunpoint in an election.
Good at repressing people. He's very good at scaring people, and he will use the entirety of his repression.
Oh, God, I love this, you guys. Hi. You guys, Look at how peacefully these police officers are carrying off these protesters while this guy's trying to tell you how violent Russia is. Look at how they carry these people away. You'll never see this in the United States. Look how organized. Look at this.
To go after people.
Look at that guy.
My bet is that
nobody's punching him in his head. Nobody's kicking him.
We've seen it in other countries.
Nobody's pepper spraying him. Nobody's beating him with a baton.
Let's go back. Power for a very long time.
I think you should go back to that.
I wouldn't be betting against Putin right now.
Look at this.
We've seen it in other countries.
Look at that. When do you see this in America?
That is that he succeeds.
When do you see this kind of handling of a protester in America? 4 dudes casually just carrying the guy to the van that was just screaming and yelling and spitting and doing whatever, jumping up and down, and they make him stop and they grab him and they cart him off, and the guy's conscious, being held by 4 police officers, and he's still conscious and he's not bleeding. That's how Russia works. Sucks to be you, America.
We've seen it in other countries. We've seen it in Iran. We've seen it in North Korea that a dictator can...
They didn't tase the guy. They didn't pepper spray the guy. They didn't beat him with batons. They didn't beat him with their fists. They didn't put their knee on his neck. They didn't shoot him in the back. Unbelievable. They didn't run him off the road, with a car, or run him over with the cars.
Stay in power for a very long time. And so I wouldn't be betting against Putin right now in spite of these images. And so I wouldn't be betting against Putin right now in spite of these images. And so I wouldn't be betting against Putin right now in spite of these images. And so I wouldn't be betting against Putin right now in spite.
That's it. That's the part. They spend all of this time trying to convince you that America and Ukraine are making great advances and that Putin's on the run and everything's going against him. And all these people are running out. And all of a sudden, look at Jim Sciutto's face when this guy ruins the narrative. And Jim Sciutto is like, wait, man, what are you doing? Don't say that. That's not the narrative. You can't say what you just said about Vladimir Putin.
My bet is that he succeeds. We've seen it in other countries. We've seen it in Iran. We've seen it in North Korea that a dictator can stay in power for a very long time. And so I wouldn't be betting against Putin right now in spite of these images.
So CNN tries to throw you all of these images. Oh, look at all the cars streaming out. Look at all the protests happening. Look at all the soldiers being pulled out of Ukraine by Russia. They show you all these images. And he says, despite all of these images, he says, I wouldn't be discounting Putin right now. And this is the guy who wants all of your money probably to go over there. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this corporation is. Anybody looked up what this corporation was? Because I don't know. Is it a think tank or is it one of those, is it like a weapons, company? I don't know. I wish you guys would find out for me though. He is
there right after their wedding. Joining me now is Bill Browder. He's the CEO of Hurricrazies Capital Management, formerly Russia's largest foreign investor. Bill, good to have you on today.
Formerly Russia's largest investor? So I don't get that at all. My brain just melted trying to figure that one out. So this guy, he was sanctioned out of business with Russia, you think? Hermitage, what is Hermitage?
Capital Management, formerly
Hermitage Capital Management. All right, I'm going to look them up. Hermitage Capital Management. Investment fund and asset management company specializing in Russian markets, founded by Bill Browder, which is him, and Edmund Safra, Chief Operating Officer. Although the fund's founder, William Browder, was a supporter of Russian President Vladimir Putin in November 2005, he was blacklisted by the Russian government as a threat to national security. That's interesting. So this guy, Russia said, this guy's doing bad business. You're blacklisted. You can't do business with us anymore. That's who CNN gets to come on to speak about Vladimir Putin. Now I get it. Dude, you just do a little Googling. It's amazing what you find out, isn't it? You think you've got an unbiased CEO that's maybe a think tank guy, and he's just going to give you some straight facts or whatever. But he keeps saying dictator. Dictator. He said it twice. And you're like, he's not a dictator. Why are you saying that? Oh, because Russia blacklisted you in 2005? And found you to be some sort of a threat to their national security? Wow. Maybe we should dig into that a little bit. CNN seems to think that this guy is a legitimate source of news for you guys. You know, the guy who Russia said, get the fuck out of our country over 10 years ago. Wow, man. Wow, this guy's been banned from Russia. I bet you he's not allowed to fly into that country. He's probably on a no-fly list over there. I want to learn more about this. Oh! Whoa! Check this out, man. Although the fund's founder, William Browder, was a supporter of Russian President Vladimir Putin in November 2005, he was blacklisted by the Russian government as a threat to national security and denied entry to the country. According to publication in The Economist, the fund was blacklisted because its management interfered with the flow of money to corrupt bureaucrats and their businessmen accomplices in Russia. In April 2008, because 3 of Hermitage Capital's subsidiaries had been placed under control of Boyle Systems, which is a British Virgin Islands company that CTL established in 2007 for GSL Law and Consulting, which is a firm in Russia, Hermitage Capital Management sent a letter to Commonwealth Trust Limited, CTL, claiming that thieves had taken control of Hermitage's 3 subsidiaries. One of the companies, Dyer on Trade LLP, a stolen Magnitsky company with a Great Britain postal box, assisted in more than $5.8 billion in money laundering transfers between Swedbank's Baltic subsidiaries and Danske Bank during a 6-month in 2010-2011, according to SVT. As the New York Times reported in 2008, over the next 2 years, several of his associates and lawyers, as well as their relatives, were victims of crimes, including severe beatings and robberies during which documents were taken. In June 2007, dozens of police officers raided the Moscow offices of Hermitage and its law firm, confiscating documents and computers. When a member of the firm protested that the search was illegal, he was beaten by officers and hospitalized for 2 weeks. Hermitage became victim of what is known in Russia as corporate raiding, seizing companies and other assets with the aid of corrupt law enforcement officials and judges. 3 Hermitage Holdings companies were seized on what the company's lawyers insisted are bogus charges. So this guy Russia basically went in and stole the guy's business from him. Russia was claiming that they were doing illegal business practices, and their punishment was to just go in there and take their business and seize their assets. That's what America does. You know, just not quite as violently. And I tell you, man, when it comes down to going in there and beating people like that, and I've seen Russian police do that, I can't believe the way they treat protesters. You know, because I've seen Russian police being real bad when it comes to ethnics, you know, when it comes to religious shit, you know, they would just beat the shit out of people. But protesters, you can protest, and we're just gonna. CNN couldn't find any violence towards protesters footage, huh? Maybe things have changed. I doubt it. But I will say this: this guy got his whole company seized by Russia, and now this is supposed to be an unbiased source that CNN brings you to tell you about Vladimir Putin. Do you want to know all that was said about that? You used to do business with Russia. He says it right here.
New wife, just before joining the military.
Listen to this.
Right after their wedding. Joining me now is Bill Browder. He's the CEO of Hermitage Capital Management, formerly Russia's largest foreign investor. Bill, good to have.
Formerly Russia's largest investor. Formerly. You know, it just says that. Let's not say that Russia seized your company, and let's not say they accused you of crimes of being some kind of a threat to national security, whatever. Maybe that was all bullshit, but maybe it wasn't. You know, maybe it wasn't corruption on part of the government. Maybe it was corruption on part of this guy's company. Who knows? But the fact that he's going to come on here right now and call Vladimir Putin a dictator proves that he's a fucking liar. So you can't trust anything that this guy said. And for all we know, his company's guilty of everything that Russia accused them of. And maybe it's a good thing that they seized billions of dollars of assets from them. You know? I don't know. Because with this fucking CNN agency, you never get the full reporting. They're not going to tell you about the background of this motherfucker. We don't get to hear any of that, do we? Jim Sciutto didn't tell us about this. I was the one that told you about this because it makes me mad. That's why I'm yelling. Because it makes me mad these sons of bitches don't do their due diligence. You know, do your reporting, do your Googling. Who is this guy and why is he calling Vladimir Putin a dictator? Now you know. Now you know. Now you know the rest of the story.
Well, and what they're doing right now is digging into our biggest fears and worries by using the N-word to talk about nuclear weapons is something that nobody has done before. So they've now put it on the table. But before we start capitulating and folding and getting scared away, we should just think for a second about what would actually happen if they did use a nuclear weapon. Mm-hmm. First thing that would happen is that the wind blows from west to east, and so the fallout would go over Russia. The second thing,
really, is that your deep thinking there, bro? That's your deep thinking about you've really put this guy's literally like put thought into why Russia won't use a nuke in Ukraine. He literally has thought that far through it. They literally sat down at a table and talked about it with people, I bet.
Happen is that Putin would lose the entire
either that or he just knows how the winds blow over there, you know, in Europe.
Of all the non-aligned countries, the Indias, China, South Africas, etc. And third, it's not clear that he would actually further his military goals. He wouldn't end up with Ukraine by killing.
Did this man just speak up for African countries? Did you guys catch that too? Hey man, Putin's going to lose support from all the African countries if he nukes Ukraine. Yeah, they're all going to India and China. No one's going to support him if he does
nuclear weapon. Mm-hmm. First thing that would happen is that the wind blows from west to east, and so the fallout would go over Russia. The second thing that would happen is that Putin would lose the entire support of all the non-aligned countries, the Indias, China, South Africas, etc.
Yeah, maybe the Indias, the Chinas, and the Africas, and etc. Maybe they don't mind. Maybe they understand the truth of what's going on over there, and they've been victims of American imperialism too, and they're just as sick of it as Russia is. You ever think about that, dumbass? You speak for all those countries? It's interesting, isn't it? Hey, man, I don't know if those countries would back out if Vladimir Putin threatens nuclear war. I don't know if they'll back out. They might support him even more, but he pretends to know. And all he is someone who got fired by Russia. You know, you're fired. You got fired by Vladimir Putin. That's a big firing. You're lucky you left there with your fucking life, bro. You know, you're lucky you're not the one that fucking got killed or beat down.
And third, it's not clear that he would actually further his military goals. He wouldn't end up with Ukraine by killing 1 million people. He would just end up in a totally desperate, isolated situation. And so,
it doesn't seem so desperate and isolated. He's just taken more land for his country, and he's preserving the lives of the people that live there.
I think that right now there's a lot of escalation that's going to happen between where we are today and all these terrible threats.
Oh yeah, that's what you want, isn't it? Because somehow you're tied in with war. I bet this guy is somehow tied in with military. He's somehow going to make a profit off of extending the war, making it longer. Either that, or it's this simple. He got fucked up his ass really bad by Vladimir Putin, right? And he just wants revenge. And this is his opportunity to try to get everybody against Vladimir Putin because, you know, what Vladimir Putin did to him. Oh, I get it. He's got a personal vendetta. His company worth billions of dollars got scuttled by Russia. And I get it. I get it. The thing is Jim Sciutto and CNN, they don't have the balls to sit here and tell you the backstory of who this guy is and why he's got this opinion. Funny.
The trouble is,
I'm going to turn the chat back on. We're almost done with this.
He's already in an isolated, weakened space. Is he not? And
Welcome
by
back,
the way,
voices.
credit due to you that you said early on that Ukraine would push.
All right, let's go back to this.
Surrounded by Kiev. At Big Mac 83 I meant tactical nukes.
How about tactile newts?
Last time Fallout went from Ukraine
newts.
to half Europe with Chernobyl, but this fucker must be the expert. Big Mac 83. I bet Putin was rough on his bottom. Imadatis.
Rough on his bottom.
Don't like him.
I'm glad I turned the chat back on.
I think that's what Russia would send. Tiny ones.
Where's the chat?
Billy Ballantyne. That's right. Tactical nukes. They are shot from a rifle type thing. Chris Meadows. No Vaseline.
All right, let's keep going on this.
Surrounded by Kiev. At Imadatis exactly. I remember Poland got hit bad. Many got sick.
Hard, and they've proven to do so. And you can make a pretty strong argument that Putin has lost this war strategically, at least to this point. In your view, has he lost? And would he accept law?
Dude,
Big Mac 83.
Did you hear
Let's continue.
what Jim Sciutto just said? I got to run for 1 second. I'll be right back, okay? And then we're going to talk about what Jim Sciutto just said. In fact, I'm going to back this up and let you hear all the way up to that, okay? Listen to what Jim says here.
Cheers. Billy
into our
Ballantyne.
biggest fears and
laugh.
worries by
They exist and the
using
guy that
N-word
shoots one
to
won't.
use to talk about nuclear weapons is something that
Chris
nobody
Meadows.
has done before. So
I don't think
they've now
Putin is
put it on the
done.
table. But before we start capitulating and folding and getting scared away, we should just think for a
Imadatis.
second about what
They still
would
say
actually
you should
happen
not
if
collect
they did
shrooms
use
in
nuclear
certain
weapons.
parts of
The first
Germany.
thing that would happen is that the wind blows from west to east, and so the fallout would go over Russia. The second thing that would happen is that Putin would lose the entire support of all the non-aligned countries, the Indias, China, South Africas, etc. And third, it's not clear that he would actually further his military goals. He wouldn't end up with Ukraine by killing 1 million people. He would just end up in a totally desperate, isolated situation. And so I think that right now there's a lot of escalation that's going to happen between where we are today and all of these terrible threats that they're making.
The trouble is that he's already in an isolated, weakened space.
The trouble is he's already in an isolated, weakened space. Okay, let's go over what's been going on. Okay.
Billy Ballantyne. Yeah, same in the Nevada desert. Rocks are still radioactive in the test field. Surrounded by Kiev.
Listen to what Jim Sciutto just said.
If Putin uses small nukes, I don't think NATO would respond with big ones.
This guy just said,
Putin
you better
knows
get
this.
ready for a long, drawn-out war, right? That's what he just said. He just said, so Putin's already lost this thing. You see how he's trying to get this guy to go back on what he just said? And literally this guy with his eyes closed. It's perfect, moment to freeze it. It's just like, this guy's like, fucking CNN, man. Listen to the sad narrative of CNN trying to say that Putin is lost. He literally just took freaking part of Ukraine and now it's called Russia. And that's what losing looks like? Hey, Jim Sciutto, I'm going to go move into your house, wherever that is, okay? I'm going to kick you out. And hey, man, you're winning, bro. I'm losing, right? Let's see how it works on a more anecdotal, level with Jim. I just wonder if he'd get it then. If I kicked Jim out of his home and I moved into it, would he still say, yeah, I'm winning? I'm winning. Yeah. And look, Nay's in my house and he's losing. He's in a very bad place right now. He's losing. I got to go back a little bit. This is crazy.
The trouble is that he's already in an isolated,
Dominic Leo.
weakened
Russia got his money, so what do you do? Trash the people who took his money.
space. Is he not? And you, by the way, credit due to you that you said early on that Ukraine would push back and push back hard, and they proved
Surrounded
to do so in
Kyiv.
isolated,
I noticed they say
space.
both.
Is he not? And you,
One moment winning, next moment they are losing and need cash and weapons. Billy Ballantyne. I know dude's tie costs $1,000.
Which one? The guy on the left or
Josh
the guy on the
G.
right? The guy on the right.
Joke's
probably.
on you, he had termites. Billy Ballantyne. Bald guy.
Yeah, that's the $1,000 tie. To listen to the CNN narrative here, to listen to Jim Sciutto try to say that Russia is lost and he's backed into a corner, I love listening to that rhetoric.
Threats that they're making.
the trouble is that he's already in an isolated, weakened space. Is he not? And you, by the way, credit due to you that you said early on that Ukraine would push back and push back hard, and they've proven to do so. And you can make a pretty strong argument that Putin has lost this war strategically, at least.
Really? Because he brought some soldiers out of one region to go reinforce the other regions where he was having votes taken? Huh. Wow. I mean, why? Because he's stepped into another country that was doing violence to his own citizens, and he took that country, and now it's his country. How is that a weakened position? He's adding more soldiers to his army. How is that a weakened position? He's getting international support. How is that a weakened position, Jim? It's just raunchy good, isn't it? How pathetically sad these guys are. He's just a salesman for the military industrial cunts. That's all.
To this point, in your view,
Fuck
has
you.
he lost?
Fuck you, Jim.
And would he accept
Fuck you, Jim.
loss?
Fuck you, Jim.
He definitely wouldn't accept loss. The reason why he went into this war is because he was worried about his citizens rising up against him because of...
Understand this. Okay. He just asked if, hasn't Putin already lost? Did you hear his answer? He didn't answer the question. He answered the second question. There are two questions. He's like, has he lost? And if he has lost, would he admit it? The only thing he says is he wouldn't admit if he lost. Notice how he did not agree that Putin has lost anything. Notice that, okay? And I want you to listen to the response, okay? Listen closely to the way he answered the question, okay? Listen to the way Jim says it. Listen to the answer, because this is the kind of shit, when I hear it, I immediately go, narrative. This is all narrative. It's all bullshit. And this guy won't answer the question because, of course, he can't. Because if he answers the question honestly, he's going to say, well, Putin hasn't lost. Putin is fucking kicking ass over there. I just told you, he's not going to stop, being what he does. He's always going to be that. You're going to have to kill him. And Jim Sciutto is like, so now that he's lost the war, what?
Point. In your view, has he lost? And would he accept?
Would he accept it? Has he lost?
He definitely wouldn't accept loss. The reason why he went into this war...
Yeah, but has he lost? That was the very last thing he said to you. And look at how carefully he steps out of that question to not answer it. Because his answer would be, Vladimir Putin's already won the war. Now all we can do is just spend a lot of money and me make a lot of money on war, just acting like we could ever get that land back. And that's what we're just going to bomb them forever. And they're going to bomb us back. And we're just going to bomb. And we're just going to, all of us military people are going to make a lot of money. And we're just going to, kill people. Yay.
He was worried about his citizens rising up against him.
I need a bong rip.
22
Cheers.
years of stealing enormous amounts of money. He was basically, he had created an impossible situation. And so he did what most dictators do. He pulled into the dictator's play. And so he did what most dictators do. He did what most dictators do. He pulled into the dictator's play. So he did what most dictators do. He pulled into the dictator's play. So he did what most dictators do. He pulled into the dictator's playbook.
There's that word dictator again. He said it 4 times now, I think.
Dominic Leo. Putin is a well-known killer. He won't stop.
And created a foreign enemy, start a war because he wanted people to support him. And for a while, he had 85% popular support. Now he is losing the war. He looks weak. And so what does he do in this situation?
Big Mac 83.
He looks weak.
Dude's trying to make Putin and dictator trending.
Now he is losing the war.
Okay.
Now he is losing the war.
Okay.
Now he is losing the war.
Okay. My bad. I missed that part. He's jumping on the narrative. I didn't hear this before, but he does go out and he just outright says, hey, he just outright says, now he's losing the war. He just outright says it. Oh yeah, it's Cleaning Crew Thursdays, everybody. Now he just says it. Rogi's all happy. Now he just says the words. Isn't that crazy? Here, give me 1 second.
$83. Yeah, but dude lost his ass. Big Mac 83. Wednesday pal PSSH. Big Mac 83. Unreal. Founded B. Keefe. I'm stoned.
Are you now? Okay. I think that is good. We'll go like that for now. And let's do this one. Great. Hello, everybody. Hello. Yes, indeed. We are here. We're smoking. We're live. No law regarding cannabis, everybody. Cheers.
He looks weak. And so what does he do in this situation? Yeah. He's got to throw everything else he's got at it, which is why he has drafted somewhere between 300,000 and 1 million able-bodied men to show up at the front. He's got a lot of money. He's buying equipment from Iran and North Korea, and he will throw everything he has at this because there's no way that he can show weakness, because if he shows weakness to the Russian people, then they will get rid of him. And if they get rid of him, he dies. That's his calculation.
Well, 80% of Russians support him, so you're not going to mention that, are you, Jim?
Yeah. It's an alarming forecast. Bill Browder, always good.
Surrounded by
your experience. Thanks so much.
Iranian drones have been showing up in battles there. They are super powerful. Surrounded by Kiev. They make big boom.
You know, you think that they would consider at least the fact that other countries are currently assisting Russia right now when they say, yeah, if they threaten nuclear war, they're going to lose the Chinas, they're going to lose the Indias, they're going to lose the, you know, whatever they were saying, the African countries, they were going to lose the blah, blah, blah. There's countries that are already supporting them, man. They when they go full scale against America, they might get even more support. So, whoa, what's going on here? Okay. Here, I'm trying to fix this.
Leo. Russia got how many missiles from North Korea? Thousands of them. What they going to do with them? Just look at them. No bomb Ukraine.
Soft focus. It's too intense, man. Too intense this morning. I just don't need that in my life. You know what I do need in my life? It's bottom of the hour and it's time to smoke. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody. Dommy Dom Dom, what's up, buddy? Keith, Iranian Jones, yes, they make a big boom, yes. Israel must be going crazy right now because they hate Russia, you know? They must be going fucking crazy over there. Chomping at the fucking bit, wanting to get in on this war. They're probably already in it. All right, cheers.
Sounded be Keith. Cheers. It's money. Cheers.
Jim Sheeto.
Surrounded be Keith.
What a joke.
Why Israel bombs Iranian assets in Syria on the daily? Billy Ballantyne. Okay, fine, I'm getting up and heading to the smoke bar.
Yeah, why doesn't Iran fucking respond to Israel, dude? Iran just lets Israel beat up on them all the time. I mean, Israel better hope that Russia doesn't one day say, hey, man, Iran, you want some help against Israel? With what they're doing to you in Syria? Holy shit. If they form a coalition, you know, like a NATO type response, who knows what the fuck they'll do. So you guys want to meet the Hurricrazies? This is going to be one of my segments today, the Hurricrazies, based on Dusty.
Brown. Good tweet.
I always forget when I hop on the internet what the fuck I'm doing at first. Meet the Hurricrazies. This is thanks
now
to,
they say they're going
thanks
to
to
stay
Cult of
in the
Dusty.
boat during the hurricane.
Shout out
Watch
Cult of
this
Dusty.
level of stupidity. You're not going to see it anywhere else but CNN.
We cannot send first responders into harm's way because you decided not to leave. You must leave now.
Still, some in Punta Gorda are trying to hunker down.
We're going to stay on the boat as long as we can until the water starts to get too high, and then probably go up to our day room, which is a hurricane-safe proof building.
Emergency officials would probably tell you you're crazy to try and stay on the boat. Yeah. Why do it?
Because it's everything. Yeah, it's everything we own.
We sold our house up in Michigan and all our property and everything we own for this life, and that's all we got.
Yeah, well, who cares, man? It's stuff. Your lives, if you don't have your lives, you can't enjoy your stupid stuff that you bought. Did you guys like that? I had a little something to say about that, didn't I? I had a little something to say about that, so I said it. I said the words. So that's the Hurricrazies, brought to you by Cult of Dusty and me. It was inspired by Cult of Dusty. The Hurricrazies. Fucking Hurricrazies, dude. Yeah, we're gonna go get on our boat. It's like it's tied up at the dock at this hurricane. Yeah, we think that would be a good idea to go sit on the boat that's next to the fucking pier. That's what we're gonna go do. We're tied up here on the pier, and we're gonna sit in our boat as the hurricane comes in. Because you've never seen images of boats after a hurricane before, have you? You fucking idiots. Oh, it's our dream to sail around the world, and the first place we want to go is Florida, eh? And we're gonna go down there and we want to go live through a hurricane. That's our dream. Our dream is to go live through it. Oh, look at the deer. Oh, shit. Son of a gun. It's too bright. Wrong thing. We've got a deer in the backyard. What fantastic photography. Fantastic. Where'd he go? Is he still there? Can you see him? I can't tell. Is there another one coming? Sometimes there's two of them. We don't know. We don't know what's going on. Do not yell at me. Don't do it. Don't yell at me. So my bananas are loving the water. They're sprouting like crazy. It makes me happy. Come down here a little bit lower. That could be... Why aren't I hearing you guys anymore? Did I turn the volume all the way down? I turned the volume down on the chat, sorry. I don't know why I did that. That boat will be docked in Orlando later this week. It's going to be right here in my backyard. Where do deer go during a hurricane? I think they go to big open fields. I'm not sure. That could be covered in the Baker Act. What about bears? Yeah. I guess they find caves and shit, you know. Get under a bunch of palm fronds. Big palm frond cave. That works really well, actually. I mean, you'd stay fucking dry. I'm going to tell you guys how to make a palm frond tent. A lot of you probably already know how to do this. Really easy. Okay, so palm fronds are these long spikes, right, with spiky leaves, and the leaves form a web at the end, like a hand, with a whole bunch of fingers, right? I got a few of them right there, actually. I could bring one over. I got a couple over there. But anyway, you have to have you should have a knife or a sharp rock or something if you're out in the wilderness. And you take a knife, you go to the palm frond.
Animals merely run for cover.
You can take them right off the
a deer
ground
can travel
and use
100
those.
miles in a day.
You can use ones that are on the ground, and you could cut down fresh ones. Those are the best ones. You want to use, if you can use fresh, that's the best. Cut them off a live plant, get a whole bunch of them, and cut them off as a spike at the bottom. It's really easy. Chop, chop, boom, chop, chop, boom, chop, chop, boom. Just like that, and you've got a perfect spike at the bottom of every palm frond. And then you just stick them in the ground in a circle, as big as you want your tent to be, and you just start stacking them in the shape of an igloo, And you can use a couple of branches if you can find some for support and whatever. But you can do a lean-to, you can do it up against something. But man, and they will just deflect all of the rain off of you. It's just like being in a tent. It's amazing. And you know, like a manzanita frame would work really good if you had a big manzanita frame off of a broken old man. That's common on the West Coast. You won't find palm fronds.
Pounded bee keef.
Well, that's the problem.
Dry ones or fresh?
Fresh. Cut right off the plant is the best ones. They'll have the waxy green flexibility. They won't crack up. I mean, you can still use the old ones if that's all you can find.
Pounded bee keef. Mine dry up and fall to the ground. Surrounded bee keef. Cool.
Yeah, you can make a cool little tent, you know, make something for your kids to play around in. Hey, they love that shit.
Billy Ballantyne. Actually, dear go to Honda and buy plywood for their windows.
Dude, we're gonna see if how bad the winds get if this tarp my neighbor put on his chimney holds up. It's gonna be interesting. Well, it's gonna be tarp. It's gonna be tarp monitor. So far, winds are. It's like a 3-mile-an-hour breeze, constant. Right now, gusts. I saw gusts this morning of 10 miles an hour. But that was a few hours ago. Yeah, there's a nice gust. There's like a 5-mile-an-hour gust right there.
Ballantyne. Are you even gonna take the windows or anything? Is this a fuck it situation?
No.
Nick Brown. They chill with the bears.
These are good windows. There's not a lot of trees in our yard, you know. We don't have a lot of objects, you know, to come flying in our windows. It's not a tornado. Think about just rain coming straight down, you know, with a lot of winds blowing. With a lot of winds blowing around. And as long as you don't have stuff that can get picked up off the ground like big branches and shit.
Does Ian have an eye wall or whatever?
Your biggest concern is a tree falling over. You gotta watch in Florida here in my neighborhood, dude, the water erosion underneath the roots in conjunction with the fucking winds, and the rain putting the weight on the top of the tree brings them down, man. And we're gonna have trees down all over this neighborhood, I guarantee you. And you know, I don't have a fucking chainsaw, and I wish I did now. Fuck. I wish I had an actual chainsaw. I need bong rip. What do you guys say? I'm gonna smoke along with Trendy Day. We're gonna smoke some cannabis today. We got the bezel on the cam. We got the bezel on the cam. We got the bezel on the cam. I love he's got the bezel cam extreme back. I love that little guy. He brought back the bezel cam extreme. Gladys, get in here. Look at this. He's got the bezel cam. He's got the little bezel. He's beezling. He's beezling. Gladys, look at him.
Damn start of the theme song.
Damn start of the man. I need a link to the theme song, bro. You know, and if I just go to one of my YouTube channels, it's like one of the YouTube channels, when you go to it, it just starts playing. If I just type in trendy Nays Garden, N-A-Y, Nays Garden. All right, Nays Garden. Okay, we'll find that channel. We'll see if it's this channel right here. Nope. Meet the Hurricrazies. That came up. Okay, so not that channel, not the one where I'm holding my hand out. It's, yeah, not the channel where I've got the jars behind me. Okay, we should find this pretty quick.
all day. Yeah, you can set a video to play when you click on the channel.
Yeah,
Billy Ballantyne.
I think I just found the channel.
I'm from Florida. You're right. You're
Oh,
far
wait.
enough inland for it to be mostly flooding. My trailer flipped in Tampa in the 80s. Hurricane Florence.
Wrong channel. Wait, there's more channels. Do I see the channel? No. Okay, what about this one? Dude, I went through so many channels. I'm so sad, man. I'm so sad right now that I couldn't find it. Real. Wow.
Leo. Cheers to that.
God damn. 1 year ago, 1 year ago, 1 year ago, 8 years ago, 8 years
54.
ago, 8 years ago, 7 years
Good
ago.
morning, Nay.
4 years ago.
Surrounded by Keith. Ian seems to be moving pretty fast. Hopefully he'll just sit by and not hang around to piss all over the place.
2 years ago. No. Damn, dude. I just need a link to one of my older videos. It's so stupid that I can't find this. I'm so helpless right now. I'm so helpless right now.
Valentine. Holy shit.
Sort
Pro
by
tip, soda stream water with mayo every mix in it. You can thank me after you beat a polar bear in an MMA
9
fight.
years ago, 9 years ago, 9 years ago. God damn, there's a lot of old videos right here. Whoa, dude, there's a bunch of lost videos on this channel, man, from 9 years ago. You guys want a link? Oh, fuck.
Christoph 54. Ne vaus ave vu Illinois yada los dans legaz lol.
Look at this. Holy shit, dude. Look at these old 9-year-old videos. So, okay. 9 years ago, 9 years ago.
Billy Ballantyne.
8 years ago.
Are any of my lost videos there?
1 year ago. 1 year ago.
I'm missing
1
a
year
few.
ago. 1 year ago.
Brop all day.
1 year.
I was still watching back then.
1 year, 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 1 year. 9 years, 9 years, 8 years. This one doesn't have
Nick
the
Brown.
intro.
Billy,
Oh,
you're a
jeez.
trip. Love
I
your
never-
humor.
I never
Surrounded
played the
by
intro.
Keith. Billy, have you checked Mar-a-Lago? Billy Ballantyne. Ha ha ha,
Oh
bro.
my god. Wait.
Oh, that's awesome. That's Candy Kush. It's so good.
Wow, dude.
Big pad and the whole station. I like it. Yeah. Oh, this thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, dude. Fucking Dino, bro.
I've been getting dabs in my hair.
Fucking Dino on a video. I love this shit.
You get that?
Oh, god damn it.
It's fucking shattered, bro. You know? You have to put your thumb up.
Billy Ballantyne. British dude say brop. Doesn't hit the same. Ha ha ha.
Kind of hesitated on you. Computers, dude. Computers and cameras were not meant to work together. Okay.
Okay.
Fucking Dino, bro.
That's why I want to smoke with you today, though. It's so good.
Dino's doing a fucking dab
Christoph 54.
on the e-nail.
Excellent. Billy Ballantyne. Holy shit, you look like a bagel salesman.
I look like a bagel.
Brop all day. That one voice said it perfect, LOL. Surrounded by Keith. Moses.
Moses.
Too stiff. Yeah, they need a.
I had that dark hair, man.
Cable, man. I totally agree. So Pinoy got one. He got a flexible cable. He was showing it to me. It's pretty awesome. Tim Hawk, my buddy Tim Hawk says, "Cheers, Dino."
Cheers.
Look at his shirt, dude.
Billy Ballantyne.
He was so pimped out, bro.
I'll have a salt bagel and a cup of sugar with a pinch of coffee. Brop all day. That's the day I remember, LOL. I used to sit and analyze seeds and buds up close. Brop all day. Nay asterisk. Christoph 54. Nay ou ist pas la jeunesse, je rigole avec vous.
Ordering one the other day.
That's great, man. Now I just need to find an old.
Sean
Oh, there's
AKA
Roscoe,
Trendy.
bro.
Howdy.
Freaking Roscoe and
Ballantyne.
Dino chilling, bruh.
House looked great back then.
Everybody, look what Dino brought me. A blueberry muffin.
I
my
love
favorite.
blueberry
Just
muffins.
in
Oh
case
my
you're all
god.
wondering, yes, that's my favorite. Just one of my favorite things in the whole world.
I freaking love blueberry muffins in the morning.
Christoph
Oh my
54.
god, it's literally like, ugh.
CA me fake placer.
He brought me a blueberry muffin.
Imitatus.
It's the coolest shit.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
Let's try to find our hurricane footage again. Let's see, that's going to be right here. Pow. So, extreme alert. Evacuation order for low-lying areas, mobile homes, and special needs residents.
Brown. My daughter makes amazing blueberry muffins.
Have cash.
All day. I feel like I was around 17 when I started watching. I'm 29 now.
We've got enough food in
Dave
this house
Campione.
for a month.
Me too, blueberry muffins fresh baked. Billy Ballantyne. See the eye?
Maybe a little more.
Few square miles bigger than the lake. Dolce 86. Hey, hope all is well. Stay safe, bud.
Dolce! Everybody,
Imitatus.
Dolce is here.
Ha ha at Brock
Where's
all
the
day,
chat?
almost same
Yeah,
for
there
me.
it is. Oh, it's not the chat right now, is it? It switches, man. This thing, I don't know, for some reason it switches.
This. Yo, nay, I hope
Thanks,
nothing
I
gets
made
damaged
this. I
and you and the fam are safe.
appreciate that, buddy. Let's refresh the page and see if we've got anything closer here. All right. The imagery here is amazing, isn't it? Isn't it a beautiful representation of the freaking weather? I love that, the colors on that. It's fire and ice. It's like a glass piece I would want, you know? I freaking love that. Beautiful disaster, man. 311. There you go. There's a beautiful disaster right there, guys. Literally.
Valentine. That hurricane looks nuts. It's gonna be blue, yellow, and orange. Trippy. Christoph 54.
It's gonna be
Team
blue,
button
yellow,
like
and
thanks
orange.
for the force.
Right.
Imitatus. Like a icy sunset. Dolce 86. Dabs for hurricane wellness.
Okay, dabs for hurricane wellness and Dolch. I'm just glad you're here, Dolch. Dabs for you. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers.
'86. Cheers. Imadatis. #NLRC #cheers.
We're going to get to see the eye wall.
Billy Ballantyne. The hurricane was made by Husqvarna. Nick Brown.
Husqvarna.
Cheers, Dolch. Christoph 54. Super Nay. '86. OOF first hits of the day, about rocked myself.
I wonder if they're still calling for landfall at 2 p.m., you know, because it's slowed down, you guys. I believe that the forward speed is anywhere between 7 and 5 miles an hour. Does anybody know what the current forward speed is?
Ballantyne. Since it's a Husqvarna hurricane, it might die when it hits the sand.
It's got 155 mile an hour winds right now. Does anyone know the forward speed? Let me know.
86.
9?
9 miles per hour NE.
Oh man, that's great. That's great. You know, the faster the better. We want that thing to haul ass.
LOL Billy.
You know, if it slows down to 3, man, we're gonna have serious problems. And it is gonna slow down when it hits land. It's charged.
Almost Cat 5.
It's almost a Cat 5 right now? Are you kidding me, bro?
Nick Brown. Was supposed to stall.
Dude, if it stalls, we got problems, man. Because it's just going to keep pulling, like Nick said. Look at this band it's pulling in.
Dolch 86. Yeah, it's 155
it's like an arm.
miles per hour, 157 for
it's
Cat
like
5.
It's like a baby's arm holding an apple.
Want it to move by fast.
It literally is.
Cat 5 is big.
A big multicolored
I have
apple.
No idea about hurricanes. Nick Brown. 157 is Cat 5, I think.
It's like an evil freaking arm is just reaching down to Florida to destroy it, dude. Coming from Canada. Look at that arm of clouds. Holy dude, can you believe that? Look at what it's pulling from. It's pulling from all of this up here, man. Holy shit, it's just got nonstop fucking pulling it in. Oh my God, look at this, man. Look at this action right here as it rips around the outside.
Okay. Shit's crazy. Billy Ballantyne. Yes, Cat 5 and could go to 6. 9 miles per hour northeast. 155 miles per hour winds. For reference, during a skydive, the wind is 120 miles per hour and shreds clothes. Dolch 86.
Shreds clothing?
How fast it grew was ridiculous, but it's moving faster than anticipated.
So
At first, it wasn't supposed to hit Florida till 8 tonight. Now it's gonna be about 2 to 3.
You guys are supposed to, you get special clothing then, obviously, for skydiving, right? It's got stronger resistance. Let's see, what kind of clothing do you guys wear? Is it like a Lycra or a nylon? What's strong enough to withstand the winds?
Damn could just rip up the
Rayon?
cost. Brop all day. Coast.
I would think cotton would rip. You guys like do cotton blend? Something elasticy or something? You do rubber? What are you jumping out of planes in, Billy? You doing the nylon and
Valentine.
silk with cauterized seams?
Yes, we wear nylon and silk with cauterized seams.
No shit. They melt that shit together? That's interesting. It's like a scuba diving suit, basically. Is he flipping his ears? No, good. I don't know what I just heard. I thought I heard Rogie flip his ears. The little rogue meister.
Nick Leo. 155 wins.
Yeah, that's what my little thing here says, 155.
Immediatus. Sound like shit could hit the fan. I will knock 3 times on wood for you, brings luck, we say. Billy Ballantyne. Same shit you make flags out of.
The eye wall
nylon.
is visibly
Lawn furniture fabric.
larger
The keggy.
than Lake Okeechobee. Okay?
Sean aka Trendy.
That means that you will be
Shooting
able to see
spots
from
and an
inside the
American
eye
gets a
wall, guys, from my camera.
Leo.
It's going to totally go over this
157
house.
Is a cat 5. Dolce 86. Okay, one more dab, then off to work. Keep it open.
So watch this channel if you want to check out what an eye wall looks like from inside. We're going to be able to see perfectly blue skies. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Right now, it doesn't look like it's perfectly clear. But when it gets over land,
Valentine.
we'll probably have a perfect view of the
When
sky.
light
It's going to be
passes,
amazing
everything will
looking.
turn calm for 30 minutes.
I'll get video of it, you know?
Cafe. I hope you all are okay.
Bonnie's, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All day. 14 on main channel.
Hell yeah. Top of the hour. Didn't I miss that? What were we supposed to smoke like 3 minutes ago? There's a beazle back here.
Billy Ballantyne.
Beazle!
Also inside the eye of a hurricane is the only time you can clearly see inside a bear's pee hole.
So my beazle has not been outside yet today. And I'm sure I'm going to have to take him for a little walk. I'm sorry I left that there. She's putting my vacuum away for me. But I was cleaning. I was cleaning up. Okay. No law regarding cannabis, you guys. Once again, it's top of the hour. Cheers.
That banana tree looks defeated.
The banana tree is in a cage, and the leaves are perfect, bro. The leaves are being held down by a cage that's going around it. They're pushed in. They're fine.
Cheers. Billy Ballantyne.
It's a bear cage.
Oh. It's in jail. No wonder
It's in
sad.
bear. It's saving it from the bear. Bears were literally eating my leaves until I put those cages on.
Brop all day. Nay knows his gardening. Billy Ballantyne. I see.
I got my little mini creek back here flowing. It's coming off the roof. I love it. I should have put some more time into it. You know?
Ballantyne.
Do that, man. Make it really cool.
Should spray them with hot sauce too. For fun. Dominic
No,
Leo.
man. I like the bears. I don't
The
want them
forecast
to...
calls for this storm where I'm at South
I don't want
Jersey
to
and
poison
make
it
a
with
right
hot
turn.
sauce.
We are looking at lots of rain, some wind. Sean aka Trendy
Beazle.
Bezel.
Beazle. He probably wants me to take him outside, guys. That's why he probably walked over here, but he went and laid right back down in front of me. He's so cool. This dog is so chill. Keep my eye on him, though. I got my eye on him. The Beazle Cam Extreme.
Brown.
We got him on Beazle
Why
Cam
you
Extreme
beazling?
right now. Why you beazling, little Beazle? Beazling all day.
Nick Brown. Hash keep it open.
You guys realize it's not Thursday, it's Wednesday, right? Did anybody realize that? It's usually cleaning crew Thursdays, but they came a day early because they know the hurricane's tomorrow. So if we wanted the house cleaned, we had to get it done today. They're not going to be out tomorrow. So you notice we're a day early on that. There's a lot of services that are going to stop.
83. I caught it.
Hopefully the water stays on. The banana tree growth, guys, it's stellar. What's coming out of these banana trees, it's amazing. You wouldn't believe the growth spurting coming out of these things. Let me show you guys. Check this out. People ask me, how's the farm?
Ain't nobody beazling anymore. Hash keep it open. Hash get cough.
They miss all of the grow pictures and stuff. But I got these pictures now, man. Check this out. Let's go back to the beginning right here. Look at the sprout coming off of that banana. Isn't that amazing? That's the roof. My neighbor's roof job right there. That's him putting it on there.
AKA Trendy Orca. Kofef and Hurricane Trendy as fuck. Big Mac 83. Hash keep it open. Billy Ballantyne. Cold enough last night to bring the bonsais inside. By summer. Fuck. Good for you though. But hole. I miss home.
My banana game is strong.
Brop all day. Yeah, got almost down to 40 last night.
Look at that brand new spiky leaf coming out of the top of that plant. Peflow. Look at the growth, the way the growth comes out of the center of a banana stalk. You see that circle? That circle is just going to be leaves that come straight up out of there. It's amazing. Here's that sprout from another angle that you first saw. Just popping out of the base. Isn't that beautiful, man?
Brown.
lush,
48 this morning.
lush growth, man.
Dominic
Just
Leo.
all of that's new growth off of a
One
fresh
guy jumps
slice.
and says Geronimo, then he jumped up out the plane. Good luck.
That's all fresh growth right there. Down to 40 degrees, bro.
Billy Ballantyne. I've never seen a banana tree's tank before.
Look at this right here. You can see where the cut was and how high it's grown since the cut. Pretty cool.
This 44 over here, cold AF, but these look strong and fresh.
Yeah. I need to take my dog out. It's a break in the rain right now. You guys, I'm gonna put something on for y'all. Maybe something that I think you guys will want to watch.
Billy Ballantyne. How long has that tree been trying to pass that turd out its throat?
We watch some Mark Davis and I'll be right back.
Big Mac 83. I have a green thumb as well. It's very rewarding watching plants grow, isn't it, Nay? Brop all day. Hash keep it open.
Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start off, of course, talking about this situation with the dollar.
Which state are you in?
The dollar is creating an untenable situation for
Big Mac
the stock
83.
market, warns Morgan Stanley
I'll
analyst.
wait.
A dollar surge could lead to a crisis globally. Now, this dollar rally has been going absolutely nuts recently. We got up to 114.6 yesterday, approximately. Been absolutely
Hashtag keep it
watching
open.
this rally go on for the dollar, although we are cooling off a bit today. Yesterday's massive dollar rally forced massive pressure on the Forex markets, including
in Kentucky
for the euro and the British pound. It also had very big impacts on the bond markets, which is something I want to talk about briefly in this video before we start getting over to talk about Bitcoin. So this is from Jim Bianco. He is an analyst, and he said the lack of breaking, right? So right now the Federal Reserve is trying to break the markets, and the lack of breaking is actually causing the dollar to surge. U.S. 10-year yields rose 24 basis points today, tied for the second biggest one-day rally since the financial crisis. This was historically bad for the bond markets. This will kill equities. And if equities fall another 30-40%,
if you look at where this hurricane formed near Grenada 5 days
bad
ago,
for Bitcoin, most likely anyway, even though we're slightly decoupling a bit today. Break more on that in a minute, but when we see global markets tanking, I don't think crypto is going to be spared in this situation. It's just a full risk-off environment. Everybody's running away from risk, running into perceived safety of the dollar here. So this is a moment that has historically been very bad for markets. So that is worth keeping in mind. Dan Tapiera also saying the markets cannot handle a 10-year note moving wildly higher in yields. I've never said this explicitly on Twitter, but
glory
we're
land of
approaching
kraut
a
and schnitzel. No hurricane,
meltdown
but
in
can't afford to
financial
heat our
assets and in
homes.
the economy. Deeply unfortunate, but it seems to me the Fed has put us on a collision path with collapse. Holy cow, man. There's so many people out there warning this very thing right now. All the signs are there that things are not only bad right now, but they could be getting a lot worse in the not-so-distant future. Currently, we are seeing the S&P 500 in oversold territory here, down to 27 on the RSI. We do have this current movement for the price where we just caught on at support here, right around 36.30. Now, if we do get this idea, and this is something we talked about a little bit, and we'll expand more as we get closer to the midterms, but the midterm election bounce. Markets are really, really bad right now. But maybe they're going to try and pull out all the stops and they'll release enough strategic petroleum reserves and try and calm markets down a little bit so we might get a little bit of a midterm election bounce, right? So people feel generally semi-positive, or at least not completely horrible about markets before we go into the election in the USA. Maybe we get a bit of a midterm bounce. If we do, right? Things are pretty bad out there. But if we do get such a thing, then, you know, 3,900 level will probably be a pretty interesting area to keep an eye on. They'll probably end up having confluence of the 50-day exponential moving average if we do move back up there in the not so distant future. Obviously, once we break support here below 3630, things can get real bad real fast. So that's a pretty important area for us to keep an eye on. Here as investors, a further 12% down for the S&P 500 to bring us back to an important area of price support from 2020. If we get down even further, about 18%, which would put us on the initial targets that a lot of analysts said from about a week ago or so. We might see another 25% correction in the equity markets. Very important area of price support from June 2020.
Christophe 54.
From mid.
Naus en France, Illinois, Naus descend Q, Naus Allens, Manca de Gaz, et Electricite, La Born, Blake, Illinois, S on Food, C ist Roman. Grop all day.
He says only
Damn.
Year
I'm right by Cincinnati, Ohio, which is mostly German descendants.
Okay, sorry about that. Was Lark Davis. Hopefully you got something out of that. I don't know. I wasn't watching that. So I don't know what was said. Watch out, Bitcoin. Shit's about to get crazy. And the price of Bitcoin. Because right now, you know, I saw it was dropping close to almost where my purchase point was, which was 18.4. It's at 19.1, so it's come back up. It got down to 18.487, and I bought it at 18.4, guys. So it seems to be a good purchase point, man. Right now, a good time to get it. It's right now, it's at 19.1. God, can you believe it's already gone up that far from 18.4? It's really jumped up. It's exploding right now.
54.
Something's going on.
Say do foutage the girl.
So our track is leading a little. It looks like it's moved a little east of where our location is, just maybe a little bit. That doesn't help. I mean, we still should be in that eye wall. It is a giant eye wall, and I should be able to show you guys the eye wall from inside. That eye wall is going to be here. It's going to be here at 2 p.m. today, guys. So tune in.
54.
It's 2 a.m. right now.
Desaline moi je ton
It's
Q
2
avec
a.m.
YouTube.
I mean, no, that's 2 a.m. No, my bad. Not that's my bad. I was wrong. My bad. I had the time wrong. Okay. It's Wednesday. Not today. Is this tomorrow? This will be here tomorrow. Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. So it's going to be tomorrow at 2 p.m. My bad. Not today. So today, Thursday, 2 a.m. Okay, what about 2 p.m. today? That's still scheduled to hit the coast at like in between 2 and maybe 4. I'm assuming.
54. No reso social Q des problème pour moi. It's not dark yet.
We'll see how much it rips.
Schedule 1 before it hits land.
It's raining out here right now. So it wasn't raining that bad just now when I took Rogie out, but now it's actually raining. So this is going to get more and more interesting as the day progresses. I mean, I actually want to go out there with my rake and fix this little area where I've got this little stream thing going. It's really pretty. Just go out there with my rake and just take a second, just blah, blah,
drive,
and be done with it.
I can't take younger women anymore. Can't be around them at all. It's like trying to understand a parrot while it recites a Japanese instruction booklet for a UFO.
You ever heard the term generation gap? I think the largest generational gap, bro, is between people our age and people who are in their 30s, just approaching 30 today. There's such a, I've noticed just a difference in, I've always felt like you had to work to get what to get where you are in life. I always felt like, you had to work, you had to do something. My whole thing was I'll always be able to play guitar.
Cafe.
Always be able to go into a bar and make some money and get enough money to eat, to feed myself. I taught myself how to do this so I could do that, but I've noticed that the younger generation, they look at people like me that play guitar and they're so turned off by it. And I think that's sad because there was you say entitlement.
Entitlement.
They want people to take care of them. They want to be taken care of. Maybe we were too easy on our kids, Maybe it's our fault, our generation's fault for raising these kids wrong, Because my buddies' kids are great. I've got 2 friends that I hang out with and their kids are amazing, very responsible, staying out of trouble, and they've got a lot of friends and they're popular and they're well liked, the whole thing, and they hang out with the adults. No law regarding cannabis. It's 420. Cheers. I just right now I just want to say, man, I just wish everyone's safety that's going to be anywhere in the world. All right, I just wish you all safety. I know
but I totally agree.
We're here in Florida facing this, so of course everyone facing this, but it's becoming a more dangerous world, man. I just want everybody to be safe. All right, so cheers to that.
Hash smoke along, hash cheers. It's not dark yet. If I had a job like Mr. Belvedere and had a jolly good family to share an unexpected journey besides. Surrounded by Keith. Cheers. Spudnik 55. Amen to that. Take care.
Thank you, Spudnik. A true Russian achievement. Was it 1955? When Russia launched that satellite, the first satellite into orbit? God, imagine that, man. We're gonna make this rocket, and inside it, there's gonna be this little thing that's got solar. I wonder if it had solar panels on it.
Fried dry.
I bet it did.
Entitlement has nothing to do with interests. Entitlement is the fact of having a right to something. For instance, bears think they own all the gold in the USA. Fuck a bear. Rap all day. Elon Musk has the same amount of satellite as the whole world combined. Nick Brown. LMAO.
No. It was the bears. It was the bear. The bear ate all the leaves. And then I put the cages on, and now they're fine. He doesn't touch them now.
Had a channel dabber wax maybe 12 years ago on Here Nay.
Bonnie's Cafe dabber wax.
Immediatus. Hash Savathi Bears.
Save the bears. Hashtag save the bears. No, we're doing silliness.
Do these towels need to be washed?
Yeah, they can be washed. Thank you. Thank you. Here, Mom. Here's
Not dark yet.
this one, and this one too,
Hope your
please.
tum-tum is feeling better.
Thank you so much.
Big Mac 83.
Great.
If it isn't entitlement, then tell me why my son thinks doing the dishes is worth $20. Brap all day. He plans to have 3,000 to 4,000 satellites for Starlink. Fried Drive. I'm ordering a quartz nectar collector soon.
Thank you. It's not dark yet. It is feeling better. Since I smoke cannabis, it makes it feel better. I told my mom I felt bloated this morning. But, you know,
Bonnie's
she gave me a
Cafe.
couple of Pepto pills, and I smoked some bong
Stay
rips.
safe feeding the bears
And
if
I
they come
ate
to your yard.
some pretty neutral food, you know. I had a bowl of Cheerios. Nothing in it. Just Cheerios. It was good. With fat-free milk. Nectar collector. Yeah. I like my metal. I'm just telling you, I like my metal. If you want the quartz, you get the quartz, but I like the metal tip. Quartz won't stay hot as long, bro. You know, I don't know how that's going to work for you. Because I'll tell you, the metal, you got to get a thick metal one.
He doesn't feed
a thin
the
metal
bears.
one doesn't stay hot enough long
Who
enough
feeds bears?
to do a nice
Dead people.
big sized dab. I just want to go out there with a rake really fast, man. Do this one thing. So I watch my little stream, dude. It's going to be so cool. Why don't I just go do it? You guys, oh, the rake is, I kind of got to do it by foot. The rake's in the garage. I have to go into the garage to get the rake. If I do it.
Not dark yet. Glad to hear.
I got a
Stomach flies are real unpredictable. Imitators.
Mini rake.
Do it. I have to get coffee.
It's actually not that bad.
Fried Drive.
You know, it's not that
Okay.
bad.
Luckily, it has a titanium nail with it too.
But you guys know what it is, right?
Bonnie's Cafe. People feed the bears. Imitators. I will be here ASAP a guy for hashtag the best show.
Okay. You see where those two rocks are. Those two rocks are on top of a hole with a bunch of little rocks, and that's the bottom of where our water comes off from our roof, and it bubbles up right there, and then it flows down that way, and it makes this little stream that goes down here, and it keeps going. It keeps going down there, all the way. It goes all the way to over. It goes all the way to over, like right there, you know? It's like all the way across that path. I just like move a couple of little rocks out of the way so it looks more like a little stream, you know? Because I like shit like that. Because I'm like stupid like that. I'm like stupid. I'm stupid. See this? This is all part of it. It's part of the system. It's part of the system of water. Now as it rains, it's going to bubble up and really start flowing right there. It's really cool, man.
All day.
That's made this little thing.
I seen a really cool bucket system that someone had. It was like 10 buckets stacked to the gutter and would let the water flow down. It's not dark yet. For some reason, Florida reminds me of my hometown in Montana.
I could put a little piece
Fried
of
Drive.
I put a little
If you
PVC
feed a
pipe
bear, you better do it
into
in
the
private.
center of where that boil
Calls it
is,
fucking
and it'd
illegal
come up
anyway.
like a
One should not purposely
Dude,
feed a bear cause once fish
bro.
and game finds out they'll shoot it.
oh,
So
come
don't
up
feed the bears.
like a freaking fountain, bro. Just stick a short piece of PVC pipe in there. Oh my god, that'd be so cool. It'd be fun. There's a bird. There's a bird. He's looking for a place to hide. He's trying to get out of the rain. Trying to get out of the rain. Little bird. Trying to get out of the rain. It's like a little finch type. It's got a long beak though. So it's not a finch. I don't know what it is. It's a chirpy bird. I call them chirpy birds. It's a little chirpy bird. Chirping. we got going on over here? We got vacuuming action. We got vacuuming action going on. So, wow.
All day. Pretty bird. Bonnie's Cafe. When the storm is raging, maybe a bear will be seen in the neighborhood.
Bro, look at the way this looks like a jet plume. Do you see how focused that is coming in like that?
Fried Drive.
I don't know how well
I have to
defined.
paint stupid stairs today. Shitty. Josh G. How about that rocket being shot at that asteroid, nay?
I know, right? And I don't want to miss a thing. So the imagery hasn't changed. Those clouds haven't moved. But, man, those clouds, I can't believe. I mean, is this shadow real? Is that shadow really being picked up by the satellite? Is any of this enhanced? I wonder. This looks like the actual clouds, man. And if this is the actual clouds, bro, look at these bands right here. Coming in here, here.
They are trapping rainwater in the side of hills in huge
Bro, look
water
at how
bins.
focused,
They are using
laser.
gravity
Look at how
system.
laser focused these bands are coming in. And my question
Fried
is,
Drive.
look at this.
Bah ha 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 ha. Aerosmith and Bruce Willis hit that asteroid hard as fuck.
I know, right, Billy? Look at this. So my question is, with this kind of focus, is this the way hurricanes have always been, or is this more of a compact, defined drawing of these streams of moisture coming in? I wonder if we looked at previous hurricanes, if we'd see the exact same thing, or if this is a new. Because I can't believe the suction coming from this fucking thing. I mean, seriously, look at the. Does that blow y'all's minds when you look at that picture?
Not dark yet. It's going to dissipate before it hits land. It's still going to be a huge storm, so the weatherman said.
Bro, let me ask you this. How long do you think before it takes this system right here to join in? I have a feeling that this system is being drawn into it as well. Look, I think this is coming down.
I just looked at hurricanes from space.
This.
Pretty round.
It's pulling, you guys.
Pretty wild.
It's pulling all the way from up here, man. I think that all of this system is coming down to meet with this system. It looks like a giant face right there. There's a mouth. It's kind of cute. Little nose, cute little eyes. Bink, bink, little monkey ear.
Leo.
Hi, everybody.
Nay, I remember people
I'm
going
a system
nuts.
coming from up north.
Bonnie's Cafe.
I'm a cute little monkey face.
Wow.
Look at me. Look at that cute little monkey face. It's evil, bro. It's evil. It's really a skull. Hey, Mom.
Drive. That's not a storm up there. It's Cannabis Cup. It's not dark yet. Stay safe.
It's going straight east of Atlanta. It looks like it's going to miss Atlanta by 400 miles. Maybe 300 miles. And then headed to Washington. Fucking Chuckles, bro. It's Chuckles is going to get hit. What the fuck, Chuckles? It's coming for you, bro.
83. Like that 70s F asterisk 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 symbol clapping monkey. That's creepy.
Right? Let's look at him again. Yeah, like the little cymbal clapping monkey right here. That's what he looks like. Yep. I see it.
Dark yet. Bubbles. Fried drive. Why does it look like an energy weapon sent from England? A cloud bridge.
Energy weapon. I guess, you know, the whole energy weapon thing. Somebody came in my chat the other day and was like talking about that shit. I was like, why you gotta talk about that shit? Wow, what a drop. It's supposed to go from 155
83
to 90 miles an hour.
It's a giant cannabis cloud exhaled from the
12
gods.
hours from the time, just about the time it hits the coast. And then in 12
Surrounded
hours.
by Keef.
And then another
God is
12
making
hours
smoke
when it hits
rings.
us, it'll be down to 60 miles an hour winds, it says. Huh. Why didn't it give you the previous stats? That's weird. Well, that's cool though. Man, dude, that's a hell of a smoke ring though. That's one Florida doesn't need right now, I'm telling you. The birds are all on the ground around here. They don't know what to fucking do. The birds, yeah. The birds are... Here comes a bird right here. They're like, dude, this ain't gonna go away now. So, oh, fuck, dude.
Have you seen the spoof of George Bush saying
Oh
he was going to bring Katrina to justice?
Do you remember how I told you I was watching the speed of the clouds yesterday and they'd sped up a little bit? Dude, the clouds are hauling ass across the sky right now. So the clouds are going... The clouds are going to 25,
the T-storms were
30
definitely
miles an
unreal
hour
this year. Unbelievable.
The
Damn
clouds are
global
literally
warming.
going that fast. Right above my
Surrounded
house.
by Keef. Hauling ass clouds are not a good sign.
I can't believe how fast these clouds are going. That cloud's got to be going.
Drive.
That cloud's got to be going anywhere from
I asked,
15,
it's throwing
15
rain
to 20
clouds
miles
off of
an
its
hour.
northeast side, which are still
It's
going that
low.
way.
The
Creating a
winds
rain
down
band
here,
1,500 miles clear to Maine.
sustained winds right now are like 4 mile an hour sustained winds right now. Just by looking at the treetops, you know. 5. There's gusts of 5 and 6 right now. Oh, yeah, there's a good gust. That's a gust of 7. So.
Not dark yet. Any lightning?
No, there's no lightning. But, bro, did you see this thing from the top?
Clouds.
Did you see the lightning on this?
Out of here.
It's full of lightning. It is full of light. It's totally charged right now.
Fried drive.
Oh, it's spooky watching.
Any sharks flying around?
It's not a Sharknado yet, but there's a lot of water coming down. It is raining now. We're probably going to see more wildlife trying to take refuge. You know?
All day. We believe Katrina is working with Al Qaeda and we are going to bring her to justice. It's not dark yet. LOL.
No, there's no lightning. Oh, here comes a deer. Boom. Right when I said we'll see some wildlife seeking refuge.
83.
This is a 4-point.
The deers be like quick to the garden to seek refuge.
4-point buck. And he's pooping. Off my property, though.
Drive. Making me nervous.
Good dear, good boy.
The outer band will reach here and I'm covered in trees.
So now that he's here, I wouldn't be surprised if more show up.
The bear gonna come stay in the garage.
But I wonder if they realize. I wonder if they realize the winds that are coming.
Let the deer in.
You know.
Play Noah.
Rogy'd be pissed. Let alone mom. Mom would be pissed, bro. Mom be Rogy'd be pissed, but mom be really pissed. Look at that beautiful deer, though. These are the sorts of things you get to see when you watch the live show. Here we go. Oh, he's walking off right there. There we go. He's right
Drive.
here.
It's fine. They'll behave.
Behave.
No hurricanes, no tornadoes, no earthquakes or volcanoes. This is why I live in Arizona.
Yeah, you've just got deathly heat, you know, and water shortages now. We hear which sucks. We want to send you our water.
Sean, aka Trendy Orca. The live show for show.
Show. We're doing live coverage of Hurricane Ian. Make that shit look all squared off and professional. What if I do it like that? Just use all my space right there. Go like this. Go like this.
83.
How's that look?
Keith, I'm in Tucson, bro.
Guys like that. Pretty cool, huh? We can give you another outside shot here.
Drive. I've been so thirsty in Arizona, 2 would of us chugged a hurricane.
Let me see what kind of. This is zoom. It looks like it's zoomed in. Oh, it's just really big.
Josh G. Nay, sometime when it gets rowdy over there, you're gonna have to take the MIC with you and step outside for the proper hurricane coverage for us.
No.
Brop all day. Might be good to start a water well company on the west.
Josh, did you not hear what we talked about?
It's not dark yet.
This morning? Is that what you want out of a newscast? Is that what you want, to put someone in harm's way, bro? We just had a whole conversation about that this morning on the live stream. It's pretty interesting. You should watch that. And then you feel about this big after you say that to me. Even joking around, bro.
Josh G.
Oh, you saw it.
Yeah, that was the joke.
Fuck you. All right, you're the joke. All right, let's
Josh
do this.
G. I was there with YA.
Let's do this. I don't know who the fuck was here. All right, so yeah, man, I want, if the banana trees are gonna get all knocked around. Oh, I see what I did there. So the question is,
G. Ha 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 ha. Okay, sorry, going back to idle hash. Mike Pasquarello.
Idle hash.
Cheers.
What? Idle. You're funny.
Brop all day.
I was like, idle hash.
LOL,
What
don't forget the metal umbrella.
What the fuck is idle hash?
Fried drive. I dare you to go outside in the hurricane and try to drink it like we try to eat snowflakes.
Trying to drink the hurricane. Hey man, I don't want to get methamphetamine in my bloodstream or PPZs or PBDs or PBDs or whatever the fuck they're called. Plastics, you know? Plastics from the fucking hurricane. Who knows what it picked up in the ocean, bro? It's gonna drop that fucking garbage down on me now. What are those things called? CBDs? PCBs, CPBs, PCBs. There's a P and a B in there. PCBs, PCPs.
Drive. Ha ha, a needle flies out of nowhere and sticks in your ear. Phil. I wonder if Anderson Cooper has arrived in Florida with his hurricane crew.
I know. And his green screen. Hey, Anderson, you're going to go cover the weather. Don't forget your green screen, fucking pussy.
Josh G. You got Cocaine Bear last week, and this week it will be Hurricane Heroin.
Right? Right? Look at this fucking storm, man. Dude, it just moved. Did you see that? So this is a live update. I guess I wonder if it updates every minute. That was bad as fuck, dude. I don't think I've ever seen it do that before. All right. No law regarding cannabis, everybody. Cheers. We're going in. Let's do some hurricane smoke rings.
Holy shit, imagine a bale of cocaine falling out of the sky.
Better give that shit to somebody who wants it, because it ain't me. I'd be like, that's like a pile of dog shit falling out of the sky to me. It'd be like a big bag of methamphetamine falling out of the sky. I don't give a buck. Give it to a fucking crackhead.
The news is saying it's supposed to slow to 5 miles per hour and dumping over 2 feet of rain on you guys.
Over 2 feet of rain? I wonder how high our creek's going to go. That creek has got the ability to go up.
It's not dark yet. LOL.
Probably close to 12 feet without having any effect on us. So it'll be interesting to see how much water it takes. You know, because you seriously, I don't know how contaminated the water would be. Probably be pretty fresh, I would think, from this area. But you'd be able to get in that river and just fucking
2
swim.
feet in a short time is flash floods.
Fucking swim, goddamn. It's crazy fun. Get on a goddamn inner tube and float down it. Oh, fuck, that'd be the best. A raft or something.
83. It'll go up to the foot of the bed.
Yeah. Well,
Fried drive. If a bale of coke fell out of a hurricane, I'd look back up because a hitman is probable close behind. It's raining motherfuckers.
Right?
Big Mac 83.
Exactly.
Hash boats and hose.
Hash boats and hose falling from the sky. What the fuck is that? What does that even do? What is even that? What is that even? Why is that not doing nothing?
AKA Trendy Orca. Right on Big Mac 83.
So
Sean AKA Trendy Orca.
Cape Coral.
Boats and hose.
North Point, Bradenton. And funny, John Berman's all the way up here in Tampa. We're 100 miles from where it's going to hit. He's got like he took some Coca-Cola and splashed it on his fucking shoulders, you know? And you're like, and his hair's
54.
got some mousse in it to make it look like it's
J.E.
wet.
Bao hate one born journey
And he's standing outside, you know, and it's not raining. Well, the rain's recently stopped here, but it's rained all night. And the hurricane's going to hit here in about
54.
In about,
Abby
well, it's 100 miles away from here. Then I guess I don't have to yell anymore. This is John Berman from CNN, trying to be dramatic. No law I almost said reporting. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody.
Brown. Ha 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 ha. Nick Brown. Replying to Mike Pasquarello, cheers, bro.
Yo, Ice, what's up, buddy? Ice
Josh
man.
G.
I missed that.
They need Frankie to come down and give some coverage, lol.
It's just drizzling again. Man, this thing shows Orlando having some weather on it. Iceman, is it raining over at your house right now? It's coming down now. We got gusts of 8 miles an hour just hit. Tops the trees. Tops the trees are doing that
Frankie
shit.
says be prepared. So the people were. Joe Moore 1. Looks like gusts to 85 possible in your area later this evening. And there could be tornadoes. Dominic Leo. Nay, early this morning the millibars the pressure was 947, now it D to 937, it got stronger. It's not dark yet. Good morning everyone, cannabis saves lives.
Cannabis saves lives? Where do we want this? You know, maybe if we make it a little, we could take the 24-hour off of it. You know? That works for me. And then we can put that right there. And now it's too big. Where do I want that to reside? I want that to reside right there. There. I think that looks the coolest, man. I got the screen all set up the way I want it. Got it all set up for my hurricane show.
Drive. I discovered a new thing. Shawarma. And it's shit.
Shit.
It's not dark yet. In Hawaii, when these storms hit, locals run up trees.
So we've got definitely 8 mile an hour gusts. Right now, it's gusting 8, 7,
1.
6.
85 knots is 97 miles per hour.
We've got constant 5 mile an hour winds now. So It's, you know, that's at the tops of the trees. When we see it down here on the ground, that's going to be a problem. What did Iceman say? Iceman, is it raining over there? Yo, Ice, is it raining? Because according to this map, it should be raining at your house right now.
Brown.
We're real close to
Passionate
it.
all day.
I wonder how fast
Drive.
this map is updating.
Cape Coral is gonna get the worst. Naples, Cape Coral, and Tampa just got the first banned.
Yeah, Cape Coral. It looks like, according to this, you know, yeah, they're in it. It just looks like Orlando's catching a lot of rain right now. And we're right in a spot where it's like a little break in the rain. You can see it on the map, man.
Dang just saw
It's
how
so
black the sky
accurate.
is in Florida with lightning. Holy cow.
How black the sky is in Florida. Yeah. Right now it's okay here. I mean, it's gray. Its skies are gray.
Maybe it'll go up the coast.
But the clouds are hauling ass. I'm telling you, man. The clouds are hauling. Oh, look at the wind. Look at the wind on the hedge behind me now. Now the wind's coming down lower. See that? So it was up in the tops of the trees before, and now it's sinking a little bit. So this is all pressure. The pressure is lowering on the system. And the rain's coming down. My mom's looking out the window.
Y'all better?
I'm okay.
Not 100% yet, huh?
No, not 100. I'll let you know when I'm 100%.
My leg.
She gets cramps in her legs.
John Welder. Man, Cat 5 now.
Really? Is that what you're saying? 155 is what I got here.
Fried Drive. You can tell if a hurricane will be bad by going out in the first winds and kicking a bear square in the gooch.
I got 155 mile-an-hour winds on my chart, man. Where are you getting your information from, Patrick?
Patrick John Welder. 155 is Cat 5.
Is it? Then it's been Cat 5 for a long time, man, because it's been 155 the whole time we've been watching this broadcast. I didn't even realize it. I thought it'd be more like 165. Or maybe even like 175 or something, you know? It's a Cat 5. Is that only going to happen for a few seconds or a few minutes? Or is it, I mean, it's been like that. This is claimed it's been 155 for. There, it just moved. Holy shit, dude. It just, did you see it update? Yeah, now Cape Coral is really getting hit. Northport, Bradenton looks like it's getting poured on. I don't know what happened to Iceman. Because he was here, and I wanted to ask him if it was raining over there. Because according to this, all that weather's moved totally over where he is. And we're clear, you know, right now. But we've got the winds are starting. All you got to do, guys, is just keep your eye on this hedge back here. You'll know. You'll know when it's here, you know.
G. Damn, just read that only 4 Cat 5 hurricanes have ever reached landfall in the U.S.
This thing won't be 5 when it hits the landfall, I don't think, right? Is that when the eye wall touches land?
1. Punta Gorda may be where the eye pass is over. Storm chasers hanging out there waiting.
Yeah. Punta Gorda. Yeah. I mean, Northport is right in the middle, and Cape Coral's right there.
G. Yeah, that's a great question. What part deems landfall?
Yeah. I don't know.
Brown. Reed is in Sarasota, I think.
God, dude, it's fucking terrifying, dude. You start backing it out. Oh my God. That's, you know, imagine if that was a tornado. Imagine a tornado that big. And then get this. We're going to have them. We might be alive to see tornadoes this big. Think about that.
With it being on the west coast of FL, I wonder if the warm Gulf waters are the cause of it hitting Cat 5. It's not dark yet. Naples is going to get it hard. It's not dark yet. Schedule 4.
You know, if this tree right here...
Nick Brown. The eye is a perfect circle.
It falls over and fall
Patrick
right
John
on top
Welder.
of me, kill me.
I wonder is DeSantis is still in the state of Florida or in Cancun. Sean aka Trendy
If I sat right here, I'd be dead.
Foreseen some big tornadoes.
And run.
Fried drive. Baked spaghetti with pepperoni and capicola in a bowl made of parmesan. I might die in the next 2 minutes.
It depends on which way the winds are going to come from, you know? Because right now the winds are coming, okay, from over here. And they're pushing this way, right? So this is coming, for me, it's coming from east to west, the wind. It's coming from east to west. Understand what that means. It's moving across the state, right, from over here, this direction across where I'm at. That's where it's so right now it's all going. So that hurricane is over there, and it's sucking these clouds that way. When these clouds
not dark yet. Spicy
reverse direction, that's when that thing is here, man. That's when the outer bands are here. And I'm telling you, these clouds are easily moving 20 miles an hour. I will show you the clouds, man. Look at this. Look at this. Watch. I'll get it so you can see the clouds moving, guys. Watch this shit. I'll give you a live shot of these clouds, man. It's crazy. Oops, that's the wrong. Here we go. We want that, though. That's good. Just like this. Look at these clouds moving across the sky. I wonder if I could have this like, oh, you guys, let me get the color right for you, okay? And you guys watch how fast these clouds are moving across the fucking sky, bro. Look at that. Look at that shit. It's like something out of a movie. You guys see it now, don't you? Dude, that is a nice image of that.
Brown. Hurricane is just sucking away.
Oh, yeah.
Trina Loven.
Dude, look at these clouds going across the sky.
Good morning, be safe, everyone.
Look at that.
Patrick John Welder.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah, they're going.
Look at this cloud right
Josh
here, bro.
Is that a big palm in the view? New kiosk. Boncam 2022. Brop all day. Shit is moving.
Dude, I should put cloud cam up here. That would be so badass.
Sean aka Trendy Orca. Buckle up, Buttercup. Nature is about to unleash her fury on the Sunshine State.
Should it say live cloud cam?
Patrick John Welder. DeSantis in Cancun. Fried Drive. That one looks like a dog, but that other one looks like secret documents being hid in a mansion. It's not dark yet. It's like a storm with a ADHD who ran out of Ritalin. Fried Drive. Wait, those clouds are not blue and orange. Joe Moore 1. The hurricane's inflow.
Dude, live cloud cam. You guys like it? Where are you going to get information like this for live hurricane coverage? You're not going to see it anywhere else. You're only going to get it here. Nate's Garden. And it comes with comedy. And everybody likes comedy because comedy touches us all. I'm just trying to figure out how I want this lined up so it looks all freaking nice and professional.
AKA Trendy Orca. Hurricane coverage and co-fef. Dominic Leo. Now the eye of the storm is forecast to go right through Englewood. It's not dark yet. And music.
The hurricane's inflow. Bro, it's like a laser beam of energy coming into it. Look at this. That's the inflow, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's just spewing in. It's spewing inwards. You know? I'm estimating those clouds to be moving at close to 20. Yeah, dude.
There's a lot Florida tags up.
Those clouds are going 20 miles an hour in my estimation, guys. At how far away those things are up in the air and how fast I think they're going, I perceive in them to be moving about 20 miles an hour. What do you guys think? Holy shit. You know, the lower ones are going just as fast as the ones that are way up there. And the ones that are way up there, they're going just as fast, bro. Look at these. Those are way up there. Those are over 1,000 feet
20.
up. Guaranteed. You know? And they're flying, man. They're flying by.
Brown.
You think more than 20 miles an
I
hour?
can clock speeds with my phone.
I wonder what Billy Valentine thinks when he looks
It's
at
not
those
dark
clouds.
yet.
What do you look
Riders
out
on
at
the
those
storm
clouds and say,
doors
yeah,
at
we're
Hughes
not
Great
jumping
Storm
today,
Show.
folks. The planes aren't even
Brothel
taking
Day.
off today.
Maybe faster.
So the Amazon trucks won't even go in 39 mile an hour winds. Something like that. If it goes above tropical storm winds.
Fried Drive. I was gonna eat the baked spaghetti, but I remembered I'm over 40 now, so I went with cottage cheese and grapefruit.
Much better, yes, the spaghetti. Stay away from the pepperoni, I was told by the Iceman, who's disappeared. We needed to talk to Iceman about this too. I wonder if I could make those clouds a little bit more distinct so you can really see them clearly.
AKA Trendy Orca. No Amazon for you, LOL, says the weather. It's not dark yet. Just moved towards Sarasota. Brap all day. Says 26 miles per hour in Orlando on my iPhone. Nick Brown. Mike Pasquarello.
Ice. Oh, Ice was here earlier. Thanks, Nick. Ooh. I think that really shows the clouds, guys. I hope you agree.
We need a high enough cloud ceiling to get to jump altitude. If the ceiling is under 1,000 feet, we can't get ourselves to 10,000.
That's
Nick
interesting.
Brown.
That's interesting, Billy.
Tagged him for YA.
Thank you, Nick. I don't know how he was here earlier and then he disappeared. I want to ask if it was raining over there.
Looks like you were right on the money.
About what, Brap? So we've got sustained. These are gusts of 7 and 8 miles an hour down in the trees. And sustained. We got sustained 4 or 5 mile an hour winds. Bro, the shrubbery behind me. The tops of the shrubbery behind me. It's crazy. You can see it right.
26 miles per hour winds in Orlando.
Right there, but you can see it there. The chat's over the top of it, but you can see those leaves going back and forth. Even the trees behind me. Everything's in the wind now. You'll start to see this thing rocking eventually. Oh, it is. There it goes. It's going right there. Look. My mom told me to take the wind chimes down. I failed. We might have to write off those damn wind chimes. I had to wreck that car, honey. I had to wreck that Honda. I had to crash that car, baby.
Drive. As a matter of fact, it's USPA law. Illegal to skydive through a cloud and will lose your license if done on purpose. $1,000 fine to boot.
we can brighten that cam up now. I think it's because it is getting darker outside fast. There we go. We'll change it from live cloud cam to live wind cam, you know? Imagine when we see the tops of those giant oak trees rocking back and forth. Oh my God, it's going to be petrifying, man. That's actually, that tall one's actually a pine tree back there. And there's some oaks underneath it. And then palms. Of course, you can see the palm right here. Here's a giant palm tree right here.
Shit, who wants to travel 120 miles per hour straight down in zero visibility while getting pelted with water anyway? Fuck that.
Pelted with water? 120 miles an hour? Yeah, oh my God, that's going to be painful. And just make you feel icky. And I hope your chute opens in the rain. Your chute's open in the rain, right? Billy's like, you better hope they do, motherfucker. Did you remember to wax your chute? What do you mean wax your chute? Cowabunga! As of right now, my bananas are loving this rain, you know? No sunshine, though.
Drive.
It's water.
Yeah. When you fall through a cloud, it's just water. Hurts. Yes, a chute will open if it's raining, but you don't jump in rain anyway. Hurts.
It hurts.
Grump all day. Have you seen the video of the dude about to skydive off a bridge and he doesn't have his legs in the straps?
No. No.
Brop all day. Base jump asterisk.
Sounds like fail. Fail, fail. I got sustained.
Brown. I may be coming down for cleanup. Brop all day.
Really, Nick?
Was literally about to jump and these dudes stop him. Nick Brown. In the dump truck.
Wow. You're gonna go see Docky Hollandaise.
Brop all day. Pulled his ass back over the railing and said go fucking home.
Wow. Go home and take a course.
Fried drive. Base stands for bridge antenna span earth. Everywhere high enough for a parachute to deploy.
Dude, Nick Brown.
Okay, I'll shut up
Is
now.
it all cloudy over you guys right now? Because these clouds are being drawn really close to your position, man.
Dominic Leo. They are forecasting the eye of the storm to hit near Tampa Bay 5 p.m.
Tampa Bay 5 p.m.
Nick Brown. Not yet.
No clouds? Because look, here's Atlanta. Here's Athens and Atlanta. And look at this cloud, little line of clouds right here. It's awesome. It's crazy. God damn, look at that, man. I wonder how long it's going to take before these two merge, man. This and this gets drawn down into that. Oh my God, man. I wonder if that's going to happen. It looks like it's eventually going to hit this anyway.
Brown.
You know, it's headed there.
I'm in Forsyth County right now, northeast of Atlanta.
It's pulling everything towards it, man. What a powerful, powerful storm. Holy shit. Look at that eyeball. It's like an eyeball. You know?
Not dark yet.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy 420. You're northeast of Atlanta. Oh. Okay, yeah, Atlanta's clear. But west of there, bro. I mean, east of there.
How long until it's clear of Florida entirely?
Southeast of there.
You guys looking at a full day or longer?
It's just depends on the speed, bro. You know, this thing calls for it to still be in Florida by 2 p.m. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong place. To still be in Florida by 2 p.m. on Thursday. Off the state.
Drive. Cottage cheese can prevent butthole cancer? Learn something new every day.
So like around 8 p.m. on Thursday, it should be off the state. But it's still going to have this, even though the center's going to be off, there's still going to be massive rain. So it's going to still be here, basically. You know? But tomorrow at 2 p.m., guys, we might have a view, you know, anywhere from noon to 3, we might have a perfectly clear view of the eye wall right from here, which would just be amazing. Dude, could you imagine if it's all sunny? Can you imagine if it was all sunny while this fucking hurricane was dumping all this water?
Not dark yet. Like eat cottage cheese or keister it at Fried Drive.
Could you imagine if like people decided to jog along with the eye wall and just stay right in the center of it and just jog down the highway? Because it's only going like 3 miles an hour, you know, or 5 miles an hour.
Brown. Actually, there are clouds off in the distance. Like a wall.
Oh, are there? Yeah, you see that, Nick? That's crazy. Look at them going across the top of the screen here. Holy moly. That's a great shot of those clouds. We're live 3 hours, folks, covering live Hurricane Ian, brought to you by at Nay's Garden.
Drive.
At
Albert Chug Cottage
Truthier
Cheese.
News on Twitter and
Zero
Truthier.news for some great entertaining news quirkiness. I got bananas growing behind me, and I'm an expert banana grower. You might not know that about me. So enjoy the banana growing. These bananas are going to try to survive a hurricane. a direct hit. A direct hit. We've got gusts now. This is a 8-mile-an-hour gust right here, and sustaining for is sustaining a 4-mile-an-hour wind right now. Look at you could see the tops of these hedges are blowing. So it's a full, it's all the way down to the ground.
Leo. I don't want to be on a boat. Oh no, no way.
Oh, did you see that tweet I put up about the people on the boat? We talked about it in the show too earlier. That's the title of this was the Hurricrazies. They're going to stay on a boat during this hurricane because they're idiots.
All day. Nobody's even growing bananas anymore. A one add-in honey 13. Good morning. Glad you still connected to the ground. Seems to be the perfect time to test drive a kite.
I wonder at what intensity of rocking that boat's going to be at when those idiots realize they fucked
Fried
up.
drive. Meanwhile, it's fucking 40 degrees in Tennessee and my nipples won't relax. Josh G. They might as well just get in a hot air balloon. It's not dark yet. Have you tried goji berries?
No. You guys, how long before these connect right here? How long before this channel draws this down? This is going to happen over Virginia, West Virginia, Connecticut, Boston, Connecticut, New York, Delaware, Washington, Virginia. This whole area. If this system draws into this one, man, oh my God. Is it happening yet? Dude, look, dude, I predicted this shit. Look at this. Look, they're connecting right here. Look at this.
Add in honey 13. Nay is turning out to be the perfect storm weather guy LOL.
Look at this, guys.
MYYYYYYY good.
Look at how this is all connecting back here. If this all fills in right here, this draws down into this, and then all of this system right here
Josh
gets
G.
more fuel for this fire.
Just west of me in NC goodness, it's gonna be wet.
God. Bro, I'd be watching this crevasse right here. This is what I'm watching to fill in. This is your point of no return right here. It touches this thing, man, because you can see this stream it's just making these straight lines. That is violent as hell, man. That's freaking violence. It's all this needs. So close. Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama.
G.
And then
come together
boom.
Right now, hurricane. Fried drive.
Perfect storm.
Right over me too.
Bro, it's a perfect.
Hopefully it'll chill before it gets to Knoxville.
It's a perfect
If it
storm,
doesn't,
dude.
I hope it takes out the sun sphere. Ugly fucking thing.
Think of all the solar.
It's not dark yet.
Solar energy being
goji
affected.
berries would grow great there, nay nay.
Oh yeah, would they? What do they taste like? Wow. You can see where the satellites don't fly and where it just dead stops. You know, because the Earth is flat and shit.
Not dark yet. Raspberry and tart raisin.
I think we really should stay zoomed out and watch this entire upper system here, guys. Let's see if my prediction comes true, because it looks to me like it already is.
Drive. Goji berries taste like a woman in Starbucks with her yuppie husband.
Remember when this was a monkey
Dominic
face
Leo.
before?
Looks like the clouds are in high gear.
It's kind of like breaking apart
Nick Brown.
now. The ears are gone.
According to that map, the clouds are nowhere near me, but they are.
Wow. So it's not showing all of them. That's interesting. Maybe it's a gap in the satellite imagery. But, bro, when we can no longer see New York and Boston and Washington, we've got all of frickin' Hudson Bay right here, moisture. All of Great Lakes feeding this right here.
In Honey 13.
All of this.
This house is clear.
This system. It's gonna be epic amount of rain.
Not dark yet. Goji berries are not a widow woman at Starbucks. They are the best for Nay and you. Fried Drive. Fuck a goji berry. Has bear in it.
Oh, they use bear for goji berries. No thanks. I'm anti-bear. So, appreciate you though, buddy. That's why they call them berries, you know? You fucking gotta use bears. Probably, you know, higher percentage of bear than anything else. Berry, you know? It's the first part.
Not dark yet. Try some jujube. It's not dark yet.
Hey man, why do you gotta be anti-Semitic, bro?
Just
come in here with your anti-Semitism and shit. Unreal.
Sean, aka Trendy Orca.
You're killing
Goji
me,
berries
bro.
are great in a smoothie.
Look, $19,300 Bitcoin. It's going back up. What's going on?
Berry.
What's going on with the crypto
Drive.
recovery? Is it going to keep going?
Ha 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 ha! You're killing me, Smalls. Ha ha ha. It's not dark yet. Helping your health.
For your health. I like rice. I like pizza. I like coffee. I like pizza.
It's not dark yet. Brown rice.
Where's Iceman at, man? Goddamn Iceman, are you here, buddy?
Brown. For the health of it.
I wonder if the creek's up yet. Because I think it rained all night. Probably not, because my yard's not flooded. Yard's about to be flooded, though. Definitely.
Not dark yet. I eat halibut for TH halibut.
I'm thinking where my yard floods out, I could put a pond. You know?
Drive. What's next? You gonna tell us to squirt cauliflower juice in our buttholes or hum a mantra to a water buffalo? Llama's Day.
In our buttholes. I like the way he said that. That was great. You guys notice the freaking arm on the end of that monkey face is turned into this just giant.
It's not dark yet. LOL.
Blob. It's headed towards the freaking hurricane now. This is crazy. I have a feeling that we're going to get an updated image probably every 5 minutes on it. I don't know how often it updates. Has anybody noticed? I've seen it update twice so far. But we're going to lose Boston. We're going to lose New York. And at that point, it's feeding in, you know? It's feeding into that fucking baby arm. And I wouldn't even be surprised if it's feeding in invisible. There it goes. Boom. It is. Dude, did you see it? It's moving towards it. It is. It's invisibly feeding the baby arm right now. So, look. This right here, this whole area, it's totally feeding this. All of this. That's what this is. It's coming from here. Dude. You can see it coming across right here. Wow, man. It's just for some reason, it's invisible right here. There's... Look at this.
Not dark yet.
Look at this.
Wow. Fried Drive. It's feeding the bear.
Look at these stripes.
Josh G. Storm mating right in front of us. Thief got chemistry.
See these stripes right
Nick
here?
Brown. Wall clouds moving in.
It's going in this way and shit. You can see the flow of it. Here, let's go to wind. Oh my God. Dude, I was right. You guys, look. Look at the wind direction. You guys see, I was totally right. Oh my God. Wow.
AKA Trendy Orca. Man, even the clouds are getting more action than me, LOL JK. Big Mac 83. It looks like Ian is terrorizing around looking for the shit.
Oh, this moisture right here is coming off of this.
It's not dark
Virginia
yet.
Beach right here.
Remember alfalfa sprouts? What happened to them? It was
building
better
right
than
from this
lettuce in
area.
a sandwich.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's just a matter of time for this to join.
Fried Drive.
That wind is blowing right towards it.
Usually Mount LeConte tears apart storms from the east before they hit Knoxville. Big Mac 83. Hash keep it open.
Wow, man. Wow. I wonder if we're going to get a break in the rain. Oh, wow, my little creek is flowing right there again. So I can clean that up and make it look nice. I want to put a bunch of shells out there.
AKA Trendy Orca. That hurricane radar looks pissed. It's not dark yet. Anyone still making bubble hash?
I don't know. Look at the tops of the trees, guys. There it is. Okay. Okay, this is 10-mile-an-hour gusts. There we are. We're in double digits for sure. So that didn't take long, huh? Look at this. Look at this tree right here. Look at this one. That's all you need to see, guys.
Drive.
There's your wind vein right there.
Put a bunch of cups in the driveway and tell Mom you're collecting free water.
The whole tree is moving.
Yet. I don't know.
Look, I'll put it close to this, as a reference so you could see how much that tree is moving. You'll be able to see the distance between the window frame and the tree, and you'll see how much wind is pushing that. It's a 60-foot pine tree.
3-hour show.
Easy, maybe 75 footer. And that would be the one that kills me right there. This one.
Not dark yet. I don't know.
So let's see how that blue tarp is holding up out there. This 10-mile-an-hour wind hitting it. It's a steady 10, bro. Let's do the banana check. All the bananas look fine. My little creek is a-flowing. I want to fuck with that creek, though, bitch.
Brown. I hate pine trees.
I'm gonna fuck with that creek.
Patrick John Welder.
I'm gonna fuck with that creek before this hurricane.
DeSantis says it's going to be a nasty 2 days. No kidding.
I'm coming in here fucking quoting Ron DeSantis for Patrick. Seriously. What's wrong
Big
with
Mac
you?
83.
Who cares what that fucking jack-off
Hash
says?
no time limit on show.
We fucking hate that guy.
Nick Brown. After Cutis.
Fuck the cuntess, yeah.
Sean aka Trendy Orca. Hell yeah,
Yes.
Big Mac 83. Dave C. Fishing. Gusts are picking up 10 to 12. Brop all day.
Okay, Mom.
Hash keep it open. Fried drive. Oh, DeSantis said it's gonna be bad. Then it'll probably be fine. Dave C. Fishing. It's supposed to stop raining around 12. Dave C. Fishing. For an hour. Patrick John Welder. Just thought it was funny he said nasty twice as if that makes a difference. Sean aka Trendy Orca. Hash keep it open. It's not dark yet. The butthole of the storm is real nasty. Big Mac 83. Patrick, that warrant one punch in arm at 40% power.
Why got out of focus there? Weird.
83. The cuntis can get a spoon and eat my ass.
That's nice. Nicely said.
Drive. Yeah, the eye of the storm has prolapsed. Call Howie Mandel. It's not dark yet. With cottage cheese?
Prolapsed how so, bro? What's that mean?
Dominic Leo. The outer wilds around the eye wall is 170 plus miles per hour.
What's prolapse mean? Look how close to land it is. Holy shit. Still says 155 mile an hour. Is it 155 plus? You said 180? Oh, 170.
Drive.
Oh.
Joking. A prolapse is a butthole inside out.
I gotcha. You're funny.
Imagine being in that plane that flies through the hurricanes. It's not dark yet. Where is Remo? Are you going to have another sesh soon with him?
No.
Nay, nay.
I don't know, and no. So it's just going to progressively get worse now, I think. We lost Iceman. My mom's having a problem with her internet. I don't know what's going on over there.
Not dark yet. Any more cooking shows?
This shows
Wow,
all
it's
of
quiet.
us in rain right now. So the eye wall, we should see the eye wall, man. As big as this is and where this track is, as far away from where we're at, which is you know, it's about this far away. So that eye wall should be going right over us unless something changes or the eye wall breaks down by then. But it should make for an interesting
John
podcast,
Welder.
man.
Will this be the worst hurricane in Florida's history?
It's got potential to be the worst hurricane, you know. We just have to see. Look,
Dominic Leo.
we're looking at...
I think I will sell everything and buy a boat in Florida.
We're looking at what happens if all of this, these two systems come together right here. And this is so much more moisture to draw in. And if this happens, I think we are going to be looking at it. The wind right now is showing that, yeah, that is where it's headed. So when you go like this and you look at what the winds are doing, the winds are totally blowing that way. It's all drawing towards the hurricane, everything from this area. Everything from the Great Lakes area
83
is coming this way.
Did somebody say boats and hose, boats and hose, boats and hose? Every time I look, man, I got boats and hose.
This must be the jet stream here. Look at this. Holy shit. Look at this, man. Wow.
Sean, a.k.a. Trendy Orca. Fuck
Wow.
yeah, Big Mac 83.
Are you fucking kidding me,
It's
man?
not dark yet. Step Brothers.
I wonder who's at our door. Where's my mom?
Sean, a.k.a. Trendy Orca. Boats and hose secret to life. Patrick John Welder. It's like a nuclear bomb about to hit.
It's crazy. It's building up so much energy.
Not dark yet. Boats are like tiny yachts. Josh G. Are there any live cams around that area you know of? Brop all day.
Yeah, right here.
That map looks crazy.
Right there. Live cam. There it is. I'm showing it to you. You're doing it right now. And now the rain's coming down harder.
G. Ha ha ha, got me.
Look at the wind, man. So it's gusting sporadically right
all
now.
day. Probably look at live traffic cams. It's not dark yet. BRB.
Wow, man. All right, you guys, I'm going to go, but we're going to be back later. I'm going to bring you more live hurricane coverage, and I hope you guys enjoy it, okay? If you do, follow me at Truthier on Truthier News at Twitter or at truthier.news. You can get all the links there at truthier.news. It's my new Twitter handle. Thank you guys so much.
Sir.
Love you guys. Take care. Bye now. Go. Show's over. Leave. Leave. Go. Go, go, go. Get out. It's over. It's ended. Show's over, folks. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye, y'all. Bye. It's over. Bye. See you later. Hope you had fun. 3 hour, 27, 28-minute show.
Drive. I'll stay if it's cool. Raining out there. It's not dark yet. Poke Smot. Big Mac 83. Later gang. Dominic Leo. Take care. Josh G. Hash keep it open. Hash don't have to go home, but YA can stay here.
I couldn't get any of you guys to leave.
Like 83. Brew.
I wonder how warm it is.
Lisa Fernie. By Nay, stay safe. Fried Drive. Can I use your toothbrush? It's not dark yet. Turpines are heather than that berry. Big Mac 83.
Dude, it's about to hit warmer waters.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just leave you on in my pocket. I'm working anyways.
Man, it's about to hit warmer waters. It's about to hit 82-degree weather, man. It was coming from 80, 79, 80. Now it's going to hit 82, 83. Hurricane warning. Hurricane warning from Tampa to South Florida.
Not dark yet.
West Coast.
For your TW2N0Y.
God, I wonder how many weather satellites are taking these images.
Drive. Holy shit, there's aliens flying around it now.
No, that's wind. I was just showing the current of the wind. And that these two may very
83.
well, these systems are aimed right towards each
Hash
other.
they can't leave us.
We can still see Boston. We can still see New York. I mean, that's good. But I'm afraid that this is going to connect here, man. And you can see it drawing this way from here too, man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's from above the Great Lakes. So, you know, when you look, you see the striations, these lines. That's that stream just pulling it, man, in these torrents. And it's just coming this way. And it's just a matter of hours probably before these connect. And then there's a whole other bunch more moisture coming into this thing from the Great Lakes, you know, and there's going to be more electricity and more energy. That's why I keep backing out to show everybody that second cloud system that's coming from the north, from Ontario, Quebec, Hudson Bay, and then, you know, from the Great Lakes area, from this lake right here, Lake Superior, and yeah. And don't forget, Florida itself is full of lakes. So this thing's going to be skipping over those lakes, sucking all that water up too, you know, getting energy from them. Let's see what else we got going on out here.
Gee. Amazing how large these systems can be. So much power. Wild to think a storm can stretch, cloud-wise, across an entire half of US.
Right? I don't see, I mean, except for this one, I don't. This one shows it going out to here. I don't see, I mean, could this be a storm forming right here? In this area? Right here? All of this? I don't know. I don't see an actual. Man, I remember when they just came out like fucking spitballs, bro. It was just crazy. Like pinballs. Rain's coming down again, nice and hard. My little creek thing's flowing. Let's see if my rocks are holding up. Yeah, actually, the whole thing so far is holding up. So the rocks haven't fallen into the ground or anything.
Not dark yet. I mean it, I'm real worried for the Floridians.
My whole intention is just to put more rocks on top as they fall into the ground, because I figure they will over time. I just keep putting rocks on until they stop, you know, because there's a hose down there that they'll hit and probably stop falling. You're worried for the Floridians? Yeah, there's a lot of Floridians who are going to be in a lot of trouble today or tomorrow or both.
Not dark yet.
Or the day after or for weeks
Good
and
idea.
months and years after. This is going to ruin lives. It's going to kill people, man. This is climate change, bro. You know, we're in it. This is what it all came down to, man. When I talked to it about it on my show for years, it's like someday we're all just going to be covering weather events after weather events. It's all going to just be, we're just going to be talking about climate change.
Drive. In my day, we used a
know.
storm like this to fly north and conquer new lands before lunch. Whippersnap ears. Uphill both ways. Sean aka Trendyolka. Climate change is real.
Well, I wonder if this is forming out here.
Fried Drive. In the snow. Fried Drive.
Dude.
Barefoot.
They look like there could be storms forming, you know, out. Look at this system. Like, right here, man. Look at this. That's crazy.
drive. It's raining in London. Unheard of. Dominic Leo. My brother and his girlfriend live in Venice, Florida. My brother's in Maine right now. I don't know if she's there in Venice. Brop all day. Just had a break in the delivery guy's truck. Locked his keys in it running.
Holy shit. So you guys, all of that, everything, when you see it disappear,
A one ad in home
that's
13.
all rain.
Nay, when you lived on the opposite side,
Everything
did you ever
except the
see
white
anything
is
coming in
rain.
like this Goji hurricane? Dolch 86.
No.
That recent movement pushed it pretty far east.
Hey, Dolch. Pretty far east. Yeah, the eye wall still looks like it might go over where we are. Because we're like...
It's not dark yet. What is your
You
backup
know,
plan?
see, me and Ice are right along this corridor here, and it's going to be right here, and it's going to be right here, and if if it wavers or wobbles a little bit, we might be right on that freaking eye wall. It just depends on what the eye wall looks like by the time it gets there. It's a whole day away. There might not even be an eye wall by then. You know, it might just turn into a tropical storm. 60-mile-an-hour winds. Very light rain. Oh, heavy rain, moderate. Oh, I
Drive.
see. Oh,
My sister is
that's,
homeless
I
because
see,
she's a
that's
stupid cunt.
this.
Not dark yet. The voice sounds like that computer voice on War Games.
No, it does not. Oh, so heavy rain is the yellow stuff. Heavy rain. Heavy rain. Look at all this heavy rain.
Dark yet.
Heavy rain.
Let's play a game.
No, it doesn't. He didn't have an English accent. It was a here. Let me see if I can find the voice. What do I got here? Try that one. See what that one sounds like.
Drive. How much heavier is heavy rain? Like 10 pounds?
I don't know. Not that one. Let's try another one. I'll keep going through them until we find one that works.
Drive. How much light rain can fit in my carry-on?
That always kind of sounded like it a little bit.
All day. My woman kicked it up a notch last night. Made bacon and cream cheese stuffed chicken breast.
Now say, would you like to play a game? Somebody type that in. Say, how about global thermonuclear war? Somebody say, how about global thermonuclear war in the chat? They all say natural voice after them.
All day. How about global thermonuclear?
Ooh, war.
How about global thermonuclear war?
It's kind of
Josh
like
G. Shall we play a game?
it.
G. How about global thermonuclear warfare? It's not dark yet. LOL.
I like that one better. That one's more like it. I think we're going to stick with that one.
All day. We watched that movie in school. Fried Drive. Hey Ferris Bueller, get out of my movie. All day. I don't want peace, I want problems always.
Oh, man. It's raining in Hermitage. How appropriate. With that Hermitage fund we were talking about this morning. Hedge fund or whatever the fuck they were. Shut down by Russia.
Gee.
Liquidated.
I wish they still made them like they did in the 80s, especially that film in particular. It's not dark yet. It's like the last voice mixed with the Scream voice.
Scream voice. It sounds like 2001 Space Odyssey. Do some 2001 Space Odyssey lines.
Drive. Ferris, it's timey to order Bounty Paper Towel 6-pack. It's $12.99 on a Prime discount. Shall I order it for you? Brought all day. Love me some Biodome. It's not dark yet. Purple Sticky Punch. Drive. I don't know that. Sea fishing. It's taking a big east jog, thank God. Sea fishing. Now Lake Okeechobee is the path. All day. I remember being like 6 saying purple sticky punch, haha.
Say, David, are you feeling okay? Would you like a sedative? David.
Drive. I sent dump truck full of plastic spoons for $8,000 to your Alexa app.
That's funny. Wow, look at this weather. Holy shit, bro. Now it's windy. This is about a 12-mile-an-hour wind. It's not bad. Trees are gonna be falling. This is nothing compared to what's coming. Holy shit.
Drive. I noticed you ordered HAL from 2001 Space Oddity. That guy's a dick. Open the gay doors. Sea fishing. I hope it weakens over the state.
Yeah, it's gonna. Isn't that interesting? It doesn't show that thing pumping in. You know? It doesn't show that gust pumping in with the wind gusts. It shows it kind of working the other way. It's weird. It's weird. So that's like a two-way thing. One's going out, one's coming in. The one's coming in is on the left. You know, near Boston, New York. And what's out there in the ocean is pumping outwards. Right? Thing seems to be drawing almost all of its moisture right from the Gulf. And then literally just spewing it back outwards.
Drive. Have you seen those body kites? You hang on and it picks you up. Freaky. I'd like to see one in the jet stream.
Wow. Can you land them in high wind? Billy's like, yeah, bring a knife with you, bro. And you're landing. All right, well, this should get interesting. I'm going to go make myself something to eat, guys. Hope you guys had fun, and I will see you on the next one. I can't handle leaving all these people. So, listen, we almost did 4 hours.
Drive. I don't think there's any control. No, I just see idiots on the lake with him.
And,
Drive. Later.
I could, I'll just go live a little later on today, okay, guys? I'll see you guys later.
All day. 4HR show.
Almost 4 hours, man.
All day.
Okay. Love
See
you guys.
you then.
Take care. Bye now.